What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of Frame Fights with me, Slimmy, and Miss Sanchez. I'm your host, Anton Daniels. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feel?
What's the word?
Playing on my phone.
That was a crazy start.
I'm just tired, but I'm here. How y'all doing? Well, I know Anton. You ain't doing too good. But them braids is popping, Anton. Now, this is what I like to see.
Yeah, I didn't. I
Leave
just
it
been
like
super busy today. I ain't had the time to get all of this done and all of that, but
it looks good.
You know, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. What's going on with y'all? What else is new?
Oh, everything is good. You know, Cavs won game one. I was watching the game. I was happy. It was cool, man. My vacation is over tomorrow. Tuesday. So all good things come to an end.
Yeah. So, anyways, so as usual, same lineup. So this game got Anton aging. Oh man, I'm not gonna talk about it. We don't have a sports show yet, so we're not gonna worry too much about it at the moment. Nevertheless, today is Denzel week, so we're gonna spend some time on the Magnificent Seven, Inside Man, and Training Day. And then we obviously before that we got a couple of trailers that we got to get to because I want to get the team's thoughts. And then after the trailers, for those of you that want to contribute, if you did watch the movies, then we would like to hear your insight and your commentary on what you thought on the movies as well as ours. All right, so that's kind of the sentiment and how things are going to go tonight. Any additional thoughts before we get started?
It's a great night for movies.
Get you.
You said what, Miss Sanchez?
Every time Slimmy picks the movies, they 2+ hours long. We beefing.
You don't like that?
No. Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you later once we get to the movies. Then you'll understand why. Okay, let me just say it. If it's a good, great movie and it's that long, cool. But if it's some BS, no, it need to be 30 minutes.
So I'm assuming that Miss Sanchez thinks that we watched some BS. Look at Slimmy. You all right, Slim?
Man, what was the name of that movie we had to watch with Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx.
It wasn't that bad. Oh, damn, what was it called? I
Breaking
forgot.
all the rules.
Yeah.
Breaking all the rules.
Come on, man. We can't complain about nothing after we watch that shit.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely going to get to it. So, without further ado, hold on one second. Let me get this.
Need some shea butter.
There we go. All right. First trailer will be The Dog Star. So this is a new movie that's going to be coming out, and we want to get y'all thoughts. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Jasper. Oh. Hey, come here.
That's your mom.
So what'd you do before the world ended?
I was kissing my wife, playing with my dog, wondering every day how I got so lucky.
You gotta have something to haunt you, right? Otherwise, you might get lonely.
We were born before the wind. We have no idea what's out there. What do you expect to find? Happy people everywhere. The world that was doesn't exist.
So younger than the sun.
It's just us trying to hold on to what was. And everyone else.
Got to say,
This world fits you, Banger. Wake up, defend, survive.
young when I fall on the
There's gotta be something better than this.
The dream.
I gotta hear it. I don't have to feel it. I got empty soul.
Can we help them?
Yeah.
In the day and the road.
We have to stay alive.
I don't like the feeling of wondering whether or not you're gonna come back.
It takes a lot of faith to keep searching.
It's giving Quiet Place, and then a couple other movies that done thrown all together. And it look good.
It looked exactly like I Am Legend for a split second.
I'm looking forward to it. That's the first time I've ever seen a trailer. So I'm seeing it for the first time. It looked good to me.
I had no problem. It just looked like I Am Legend for a split second.
It looked good to me. It looked really, really good. Miss Sanchez, what is your movie? I don't understand Miss Sanchez's movie type.
She like
horror thrillers, stuff with suspense in it. I mean, that looks like it got a little, action in it, but it just is giving a couple movies thrown together, like The Quiet Place, and like he said, I Am Legend. But I'll go see it. I just know when I say I don't like it, I know you're gonna like it in time. So
I like. I'm a fan of like longer movies. Shit, what the fuck's going on? I'm a fan of longer movies, apocalyptic movies. I love apocalyptic movies. The end of the world type movies. I love those. I love anything with a zombie in it. Anything drama related.
Dystopia. Yeah.
And see, I've never watched a zombie movie.
What?
Never. Today was my first Western, so yeah, there we go with that.
All right, let me go ahead and change my clothes. I'm gonna change into my pajamas.
Why are you looking like that?
What is going on?
I thought I told you I never seen a zombie movie. Well, we started
watching World War Z,
but we never finished it. And it was looking like it was gonna be good. So we just gotta
World War
finish
Z
it.
is fire, and now they
Well,
working
we
on the
have to
second one.
finish it, Slimster.
Shit, if you couldn't tell that movie was good from what we watched, we was like halfway
I
through it.
did say that it started off good.
Shit, that's better than the
No, I've never seen that. Only Monroe. I've never seen it.
Miss Sanchez says I've never seen a zombie movie or a western. Wow.
It's crazy, man. No Tombstone. I'm Your Huckleberry. What?
Yeah. Unforgiven.
Because everybody was saying when I
Unforgiven.
watched Magnificent Seven, I need to watch Hateful Eight, and I'm
Wyatt
like,
Earp.
Hateful Eight. But I guess after watching it, I guess I understand.
No, this is the Magnificent Seven.
I know they said after I watched that, I needed to watch the Hateful.
Oh,
Eight.
the Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight is a little different. I don't know.
That's a lot, Miss Sanchez.
Really
you hit me.
It's a western, but it ain't.
Hit me with a lot right now.
Send me some to watch. Send me one to watch. Y'all best one, best western, and y'all best zombie.
Tombstone, Quick and the Dead is.
What do you mean? It's not. It's a bunch of different ones. It's old ones. It's new ones. It's all kind of ones.
Send me a new one, y'all favorite new one, and I'll watch it.
I'll send you the one with what's his name in it.
Why are you doing this?
Well, me and Slimmy had started one. What was it called, Slimmy? The zombie movie?
World War Z?
Yeah, that one started off good, but I don't know why we didn't.
Wait, you saw I Am Legend. What are you talking about? You saw I Am Legend.
Oh, well, that was a zombie movie? I don't remember.
What? That's a zombie movie. What do you think he was trying to fight? What do you think he was fighting?
Don't fight me. If it ain't pretty, I don't know anything about it. I'm joking.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Regina King. I do not see that I look like Regina King.
I guess we're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out, guys.
Don't judge me, Anton. You did enough of that Friday.
The next one is I was wilding on Friday. All of the women.
Lord.
Except for Kimmy. All of them was wilding on Friday. I don't know what y'all was on.
We can't revisit.
I think y'all was taking it the wrong way. Well, my part. I can't speak for the other ladies, but my part, I feel like y'all was taking it the wrong way.
How was we taking it the wrong way?
Because it's not like I'm going out looking for trouble, right? I go out to dress up, be pretty, smell good, look good, and I wear some expensive shit when I go out. So I ain't trying to break a nail and all of that. However, if somebody comes and just say they throw a drink in my face or they smack me or something like that, y'all want me to just be like, oh my God.
Why would they do that, Miss Sanchez?
Females are crazy. Let me tell you, females are crazy. They get jealous of you. They jealous when you pretty. They jealous when you got motion. Like in this new generation, they got this thing where people are just going up, hitting people and just doing outrageous things. Like we living in a different time. Like I'm not going to say my age, but I haven't had a fight since I was 18. But since I was 18, might be a poo-poo shootout now. I don't know. But things are different. Females are crazy.
Yeah, y'all proved it.
My friend just sent me a video. Let me see if I can show of a club here last night, and this is what the females was doing. Let me show y'all. This is why you just gotta stay on your toes. I don't even like going out. You gotta stay on your toes. Let me see.
You gotta go to specific places though. That you know.
With the white people for real. That's
why you ain't gotta go with just the white people. You gotta go where people just gonna have class.
Y'all see this? All females.
Oh no, don't show that.
Why? It'll cut the string.
YouTube don't like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't like that.
But yeah, I'm just saying, those are crazy. You just gotta, I don't know. And then I was raised military. My daddy always told me how to protect myself. But I'm not going out causing trouble. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all, Funny, you got it.
Anton just wants us to sit there. Please don't hit me. Anton, help me.
I was
flabbergasted.
Yeah, that's a really good word.
I couldn't believe that shit.
Me neither, Slim.
I'm not going out to fight, But I'm just saying.
Me neither, Slim. Me neither.
No, it wasn't just like really like I'm not going out to fight. It's like you come over this way, I'm gonna beat your ass.
No, that's not what I'm
It
saying. Like you could say words or anything. You could say
was
that.
just it was too much testosterone coming from women. That's all it was.
Not coming from me. I just listen. You spit on me. You put your hands on me. I'm not letting that slide.
I get that, but how often do that type of shit happen?
It doesn't happen often. That's why I'm saying
Exactly.
Situation
So like this is what I'm all right. Let me break it down a little bit. So maybe we get
Yeah,
something.
you got this one, Slimmy. I'm not
because this is the thing. We were talking about a woman who got into an altercation that was completely avoidable. First off, as soon as she said, "Where are you from?" she should have been like, "Hey, I'm from New York. I'm visiting." No, she said. Then she said, "Where are you from?" And then she said,
"You're not supposed to, as a woman, you're not supposed to meet energy with energy." That's
you just be like, "Hey, I'm from New York. I'm just here visiting, man. I'm having a good time. I'm just at McDonald's chilling. What's up?"
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah, I would have did the same thing until she started walking over like she was ready to swing on me, and then I would have to.
No. So you get to that part. She try to hit you. Are you going outside though?
No, I'm not. I'm not going
Absolutely
to nobody's house, and I'm not going outside because you don't know what's outside waiting for you. So I would never.
I don't know.
Wait.
I heard last.
So listen.
That was not me. That was your.
Listen. We said. Me and Anton said, you don't go outside. And what was the response after that? It was like, no, we gonna do. No, you did that. You took it.
It was no
all that should have been said was, yeah, you can't go outside.
I wouldn't go outside, and I wouldn't go to anybody's house. So there's that. You don't follow trouble out because you don't know what's outside waiting for you.
But what was the response, Ms. Sanchez?
My response or the other people?
No, just the overwhelming response.
Well, I think Lex says you shouldn't go outside. I think. But
the overwhelming response was, we don't care about none of that. We fighting back. That was the overwhelming response.
It was like, it's up.
Oh, yeah. Going outside now. I would have been in there calling somebody for sure.
I immediately was just like, why she go outside? Because I didn't understand. Like, and it was because somebody, I think Molly had said, no, she got put on her butt. It's 5 more minutes. That ain't the whole clip. So I went to go watch the whole thing, and I'm like, because originally I said that really wasn't no fight.
I never watched the outside fight part either.
Man.
Like, yo, this.
They said she ran outside. Like, where'd she go? Like, I would have never did all that. Like,
she got into a skirmish with a man.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man. Like, you somewhere. What? Just think of this. Think of this.
Say is yes, stay in your femininity, but just be able to protect yourself if you have to. That's it. Don't go
I don't think women should even be worried about that. That's what the man is for. Whoops.
But okay, she was by herself, but with no guy. But I'm just saying, females are crazy, and you got to understand, coming from a female and seeing these different things. Females are crazy. I seen somebody at the bar, and they were just sitting there talking, and it was with a guy. The guy came up flirting with the girl. Here come the girlfriend in her face and threw her drink on her. And this is your man. Like, females are crazy. They need to learn to chill.
I agree. I agree. But don't match energy with energy. You can't.
Time dog.
Stay in your femininity.
First of all, I can't even lose my license. Let's start there. Can't lose a license. But back in the day, if y'all would have met me, went and seen that newspaper article, y'all would see I'm changed.
Oh my God.
No, the newspaper article was how I changed. Slimmy saw it.
Don't talk about it.
No, I mean, that was my teenage days. Like, I'm changed. Hell, I mean, sometimes you have to go through stuff and you grow. It is what it is. Look at the judgment.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just listening. I don't
it's all over your face.
I don't have a comment.
What you know about that song?
You don't have to say a word.
That's a Cleveland classic. You ain't know that? A smile, a smile, a smile, a smile for me. It's better than any word I ever heard. Hey, shout out to Joe. What up, big bro? My dog. Yeah, that's
Y'all ready to go for
that's
the
my
next
dog.
trailer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all crazy. This is Focker-In-Law, which is offshoot from Meet the Fockers, Robert De Niro, all of that type of stuff. There you go. Thoughts?
It looks a little cheesy, but it stay in line with the other ones. I'll watch it. May get some laughs. It seems like now he's the dad.
Slimmy not having it. Slimmy, what's wrong?
Nah, man, I'm cool, man. We pay we well beyond like this. Like
What are
this
we
shit
well
like
beyond, Slimmy?
this shit like 10 years too late or something like that, man. Nah.
But it looks like they switched because remember the dad used to torture him, and now it looks like he done got older and his kids then grew up, and now he torturing them. Like, so it might give it a
Look
chance.
like a money grab.
Nah.
Look like a money
I'm
grab.
Gucci.
Yeah, if I don't watch it, I'm all right too. I'm agreeing. I'm not a fan of Robert De Niro anymore. The new Robert De Niro, since he became political. But I'm trying to remove that from, these conversations. But in general, it's just like I don't know, man. I mean, Ariana Grande, she probably helped carry the movie, but I think that sequels have a shelf life sometimes, and I'm not like about to go out of my way to try to watch that shit. So
No, I'm cool, man. I can't do it, man. I can't believe. Nah, we still milking that cow. Meet the Fockers.
yeah, it's a money grab all
We
day
still
long.
milking that cow. Like, nah,
Yeah, 100%.
nah, nah. That,
So
I'm out of there.
all right, well, I guess we can get to it.
And then, oh yeah, another thing, man. Why Ariana Grande looks so weird now?
She's sick. She has some kind of disease. I can't remember what it is, but they said that when she was filming Wicked, because people were asking why she's so skinny and stuff, she has some kind of sickness going on.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You about to look it up?
Yeah. Yeah,
Are
gonna see.
we not going? Michael Jackson come out when? This week?
Next week. Either way, we can't. We not gonna. We already agreed. We're not gonna see the.
Right, the week of.
Yeah, the week of.
I'm gonna see
At
it.
least we. Or at least we're not gonna review the week of.
Yeah.
Slimmy, you said she looks sick.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she wasn't. She ain't look like that before. Like not
She's always
super.
been small and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like it looks. It looked like you could see her skeleton now. She looked different.
What kind of disease she got? I don't understand.
I don't know about that.
Let me see. You looking it up, Slimmy?
No, she don't have no major chronic illness.
She did an interview when she talked about it.
It says she's just been very open about her battles with mental health. But
yeah, I think all of us got those battles. So I don't know.
yeah, she just was under intense publicity. That's all. And she just been, but she ain't. Nah. She don't have nothing.
Well, y'all ready to get started with the show? I'm gonna drop the link in the chat in a second too, y'all. So I guess we get started. So what y'all want to start with? Magnificent Seven? We can start with Magnificent Seven. Let me show the trailer for that one for y'all. All right. I'm gonna just stay there. What are y'all thoughts? Well, I guess I can go first on Magnificent Seven. I don't have any problems with going first on Mag 7. I'm a fan of Western movies. So I had never seen this one before. This is one of the rare films that we've done a review on. And I have never actually, watched this one. Of course, I knew about it. I didn't really, I went into it kind of like, completely open, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I don't think it ranks up in the Clint Eastwood, Unforgiven, um, Tombstone, but it's definitely up there. I mean, as far as like it being a decent watch, I could watch it again. I could throw it on my TV. And it had some of my favorite people in there. It had what's his name, Chris Pratt. I like the guy that was the tracker. He plays in what's the one with Bumpy Johnson with
Godfather of Harlem.
yeah, he plays in The Godfather of Harlem. He's a really, 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 really good actor. So and I think that Ethan Hawke is completely underrated, 1,000%. I think that Ethan Hawke does not get the love and the praise that he should as an actor, as an overall great actor. Ethan Hawke has played some really incredible roles. And I just like this one. I liked it in general. I don't think it was really about acting as much as it was about the action. When you have action flicks, a lot of times, especially when it comes to westerns, it's not you don't get a lot of time on character development, and that's one of the things that the Magnificent Seven and a lot of older movies have done. Like they kind of speed through a lot faster of the character development. So when they going out and they getting everybody, whether it's the Indian guy and all of this stuff, like you see a quick highlight of how capable they are, and then you see their backstory, and it kind of discovers it. So like even throughout the movie, one of the things that was bothering me was like, why are they willing to put their lives on the line? Like, why is Denzel Washington willing to put his life on the line for this town? You know what I'm saying? Why is this even a thing? But then at the end, if you watch it all the way throughout the end, and that's one of the things that I think that older movies did better than the newer movies, when he revealed to him when he was, when they was inside of the church and they had killed everybody and all of that other stuff, and when he revealed to him that he had a personal vendetta, which kind of fed into when Ethan Hawke was saying, let's make sure that we fight in the fight that's in front of us instead of the fight behind us. You know what I'm saying? It then made sense why he was actually open to helping them and making sure that he eliminated this guy because he had been a scourge. He had killed his mother, raped his mother, and his men had raped his mother and his sisters and all of that other stuff. So it all made sense in the end. It was just a decent movie. It wasn't like great. It wasn't exceptional. It's not nothing that you can put on the mantle for me. It was just like a really decent movie to watch, and I just enjoyed it. It was cool, especially for the first time of me seeing it.
You can't go wrong with a culturally diverse cast, and that's the first thing this movie you notice from this movie is the culturally diverse cast. Of course, Ethan Hawke and Denzel and Fuqua reunion, but I'll start off with that.
I think the thing, well, first off, this is like been remade. This is the second time it got remade, so um, they did good for it being a remake of a remake. They didn't do bad at all, but the
I was
character
the remake.
development, huh?
I saw it 1960. It was a
Yeah,
remake after that.
it was
Oh,
like
okay.
1989.
Oh,
Mostly all
Yeah,
westerns though. New westerns are remakes though. All like new
yeah,
westerns.
true.
yeah, they don't really have too many new concepts. I think The Quick and the Dead was like an original concept, but it probably came from somewhere else. It was involving Billy the Kid. So
I don't even mean to
uh,
cut you off, Slimmy, but this movie was a remake of a if you're a Clint Eastwood fan, I forgot the western he was in back in the day. This was a remake of an episode. I can't think of the name off top. But you've seen this plot several other times, even
Million
Tombstone.
times.
We come to save the town. We've seen this in westerns before.
yeah, this wasn't any different, and I think that's why it's a good movie, but it's only gonna be okay when you line it up against other westerns. So it's only gonna end up being okay. But I did think I enjoyed it. but it doesn't match up to some of my favorite Western movies. It don't match up to Denzel's in Denzel's catalog. It don't match up to Pratt's catalog. All these dudes are exceptional. Ethan Hawke, the Bear, he's played some exceptional roles. Shit, I even saw somebody else in there that I had seen before. But I can't remember. I can't think of who it
The
is right
dude from
now.
Walking Dead. There you go.
Who's in
Yeah.
Walking Dead?
Glenn,
Oh,
one of
that's
them
Deacon
Glenn. Yeah.
Frost. That's Deacon Frost.
Who
That's
was
Deacon
he though?
Frost.
Because remember in the beginning of the movie, they told you like he's the gambler. I think what was my guy? What was the actor's name? Chris Pratt was the
Chris is
gambler.
the gambler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Chris
had the
Pratt the gambler.
assassin.
Deacon Frost is Bogue. He was Deacon Frost in Blade. I believe that's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe that's Deacon Frost from Blade. But oh yeah, I forgot about Young Guns. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, but it's just a good west. It's a solid western film. I can't say that it's up there with my favorites, but to see
Yeah.
Denzel in a western, it was a little different, and hopefully people enjoyed it. I like westerns, but I won't put it up against
Not at
any of
all.
my favorites. I won't do that. I will
Yeah.
not do
Me
that.
either.
Not at all. I was watching this and I'm like, what is the actual plot of this outside of obviously saving the city or whatever? But what is the actual plot? Who are these people? It's like so much stuff is happening way too fast. And just like you said, Slimmy, this is outside of Denzel's catalog. So, and I'm real big on, when it comes to movies in certain scenes and certain settings, I'm real big on accents. And I didn't hear it with these characters. And that helps
Well,
me understand the characters in the setting and what it is they're trying to portray at the time. So if you're talking like 2000s air quotes English, but they're talking about in something from 50, 60 years ago, it just didn't match up for me. I was just this is
100
to
something.
me was like some right. This is
Yeah, I
something
think it was
that's great like background.
1890 something. But I forgot what the date said when it first started. 1870 something.
And
This is like one of those movies. It was like, okay, I don't have nothing to watch. This is on.
Hmm.
I'll watch it.
it seems easy to make a western too. Like, of course, in a western, you got your alpha guy, you got your bad guy, you got your shootouts, you got your guns, the double barrel revolvers, all those. I don't know. It seems easy to make a western as long as you got that right, like that cast. I don't know. I enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I gave it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
I
I
thought,
enjoyed it too. I enjoyed it a lot.
I don't think it's easy
I
to
thought
make
it
a
was
western
mid.
because I'll say that because the clothes, you have to have a set for sure. You got to build a lot of that stuff. A lot of that stuff you can't. That stuff isn't around anymore. You don't have saloons anymore, like where the doors open like that. So like you got to be
yeah, but
careful.
man, they got plenty of movie stages that got that, like different film studios that got stuff like that. I just think with a western, you know your direction, you know what you need. It's like sort of laid out for you. You just got to
Yeah.
deliver.
All right.
Nah, I think y'all underestimating it. It was a lot
Nah,
of really good scenes in this movie, in my opinion.
you gotta
Uh,
have camera angles. You gotta
Yeah,
really
but that's
have
something
great.
that this movie had. I feel like editing, camera angles, lightning, all that. Even the last scene, that was one of the best last scenes of a western I've seen. The shootout, perfect.
Mhm.
Fuqua perfected that. It was
Miss
magnificent.
Sanchez, I'm curious as to what you think about this.
Well, with this being
I don't want to know.
Hush, the first Western I ever seen, I'm very
Ever
disappointed.
seen?
I'm very disappointed. Like when it started off, I was like, okay. The first, scene, I'm like, okay, I might be able to get into this. But after that, I was gone. It couldn't keep my attention. I'm just like, so this one black man about to save all these white people. And then you got the female, she's about it, which y'all don't like. But because all the other dudes was scary, they're like, shoot them. Y'all want us to fight them? What if we don't know what to do? Like, come on now, grow some balls. It just didn't keep my attention. It was slow and boring. And my favorite person, which was Chris Pratt, he got killed. Like, I don't know. It just didn't do anything for me.
That's what happens in
What we
Western.
doing, Miss Sanchez? What we doing, Miss Sanchez?
What you mean?
Don't worry about it.
I'm telling you, your grades look nice.
I'm going to get. I'm getting my food. I'm getting my DoorDash right now.
It just was not. I mean, this is y'all fault. This is the first restaurant that y'all made me watch, and it was not up to par.
Wait.
Yeah,
It's our fault. You haven't ever seen a Western?
Yeah. No, that this is the first one that y'all put in my radar to watch. Like,
I gave you plenty of times. You didn't go watch them. You could have watched The Quick and the Dead, The Unforgiven, Wyatt Earp. All those are excellent films. Like, you could have seen them.
Parts when they was trying to crack. I don't know if I really liked the part when he was cracking on the Mexican and went up there and was trying to speak different languages to him and stuff like that. It was a little racist, but
it was funny though.
That's what the times were.
The bear had on human clothes, and I'm just like, okay.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. If she didn't like this, she's not going to like the other ones.
Yeah.
The other
ones. Some better ones,
though. You sending her any Young Guns? No, she's not gonna like.
Oh, it's okay.
Not gonna like
one for you, Miss Sanchez.
Django.
Not gonna like none of that stuff.
I got
she's
one
not gonna
for
like
her.
Unforgiven because I'm gonna tell you something. First of all of those are older than these, which makes it, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of like watch those growing up in order for you to like it. She's not. I'm guarantee you, she's not going to like any of those other Western movies at all.
No, I think she'll like Django.
I'm gonna watch Django because that's the one with Jamie Foxx, right?
Right.
Yeah,
but
that's not really a Western.
It's not a Western.
That's a slave movie.
It is.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a slave movie. That's not a Western.
Miss
Like he was
Sanchez.
Django's riding a horse, but it's not a Western.
Not a Western.
You know what I'm saying?
She'll more so like the romantic aspect of it.
Well, it don't qualify for a Western, so I mean,
not a Western movie, bro.
Yeah, I think she will like it, but I think it's because it's Jamie Foxx. Like, yeah, she's gonna like it because it's Jamie Foxx. It's just an interesting, compelling film.
Yeah, it's more racism. It's a lot more other stuff like this. That don't have nothing to do with Western. Western is saloons, mining, discovery of new lands, fucking Indians. You know what I'm saying? Like, Westerns are different.
Shootouts.
This is not a Western. Westerns is quick draws on other cowboys. I mean, it's cowboys and Indians. It's not slave owners.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Then?
The Harder They Fall, I think she'll like.
Slave movie.
Yeah. Harder They Fall.
Movie.
Yeah. I like that.
Django's a slave movie.
All right. But the Harder They Fall, definitely a Western. I like
the Harder They Fall is. I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all. I don't think y'all was up there
like that.
The music plays a big part in the Western. Another one though, I think you'll like, or any of y'all seen Bone Tomahawk with Kurt Russell?
No, I haven't seen that.
That one.
That came out in 2015, 16. It's a newer Western. Y'all will all like that.
She's not gonna like don't send her no Western. She's not gonna like that shit.
I'm gonna watch one.
I'm gonna give you a chance, Miss
The
Sanchez.
Harder They
Watch
Fall,
that.
Miss Sanchez. Try that one.
Harder They Fall though. I would give you that one
do
first.
that one.
Like five.
Yeah. If you don't like that one,
I gotta understand.
then she ain't gonna like it.
She'll like the Harder They Fall, but it's like it's still really modern.
Women think differently.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have that. It don't have the same. Like it don't have the same feel as like Tombstone, The Unforgiven. It don't have the same feel as those, The Quick and the Dead, because it's so modern, it's so new, and they really didn't captivate. I could say it doesn't. It's not dirty enough, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, I don't
when you
like
say dirty enough, what you mean? Like they ain't killing enough people, or what you mean?
Yeah.
No, it's just a clean looking film. It's a really clean film.
Westerns are dirty.
It's really clean. Like clean, like everybody dressed clean. Nobody like it. Like if you looked at the motherfuckers' nails, they did a good job of getting like Chris Pratt. His nails was dirty as fuck, and he was supposed to be a clean dude. You know what I'm saying? He was the lover boy. He
Mm-hmm.
was dirty, but he was dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like when they were at the very end, when you see him standing there with that other with Bogue, his pants are filthy. Bogue's pants are filthy. They just got random stains on them and stuff. And they haven't changed their clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of that's a Western film. It's just dirty. You
So do
know?
y'all believe that Denzel's character stood out amongst the other 6 people that he was fighting with? Or was it somebody else that stood out more? Because I feel like it was somebody else that I
Yeah, I think I'm with you, Sanchez.
like.
I thought the Indian stood out to me.
I didn't think
I
about that.
liked what's the name? What's the second in command name?
Good night.
Good
No,
night.
the
Chris, are you talking about
what
whatever
his
his name
name?
start with
I
an F?
gotta get him down. Yeah,
Faraday?
him. I think him.
Faraday?
Yeah, I liked him. Yeah, I
Yeah,
liked him.
I liked him. I felt like
Yeah,
his
I liked
character
him.
was the best.
Yeah.
I think Goodnight had the most controversial character because you ain't know what the fuck was going on with him, why he couldn't shoot that gun.
Yeah, that was dope.
Then he just started then when he put him on the spot, he just started busting that boy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it was
Yeah,
like
that dynamite
he had
dude.
PTSD. He had
Mhm.
PTSD. That's basically what he had from the
Hey,
war.
Anton's back. I just want to say something real quick. I know it's not on topic, but I said this last week. I work at sports radio in Atlanta. I said this on the radio last week, y'all. The Pistons are the worst #1 seed in NBA history. I just want to say that on here.
No, they not.
The worst #1 seed
History?
in NBA history, and it showed
Nah.
tonight. I just wanted to say
One
that.
game. They're gonna win in 5. That'd be
We go
fine.
we gonna see. No,
That'd be
no,
fine.
no. When you only got one scorer like on the team, one guy who can get a bucket, and that's been the case all year. You gonna see it in the playoffs.
Well, the thing is,
They got
like,
one guy who can get a bucket on that team.
Jalen Duran can score too.
Man, he's a center though.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just
talking
Tobias
about
saying.
a bucket getter.
Tobias
I'm
Harris
talking
had
about
17.
he's not a
Yeah,
bucket getter. We
I hate
saw it tonight.
Tobias
The
Harris.
Magic have 3 bucket getters, and we saw it tonight. When you start,
I said Detroit was in trouble, but
they are. They were
you
in
know,
trouble no matter who they played though. Charlotte got 5 bucket getters. They only
Charlotte
got
does
one
not.
bucket getter, bro.
Charlotte does not have bucket
They
getters.
got bro. They got almost 4 or 5 players averaging almost 16 plus. That's
Yeah,
bucket getters
in the playoffs, your averages decrease
for sure because the rotation season
unless you are a star, like unless you that like him, like most players, they average decrease.
for sure. Con, we saw that with
Charlotte
Con.
does not have 5 people that can get a bucket.
I
They
think they
got
have way
people.
more
They
scores than the
got
Pistons do.
Charlotte.
For sure. The
Charlotte
Pistons.
doesn't have anybody that could play with physicality.
I don't agree. Miles
That's
Bridges.
why they got put out. They would
I
have
don't
got
Yo, can
agree
I
with
swept.
that.
say one thing?
They would have got swept by Orlando in a 7-game
Yeah,
series. They
defense.
wouldn't have won the
Orlando knows
game.
how to turn it up. They can
Oh,
match.
that'd be all right.
No, they're physical
Orlando
though.
can.
The game slow down for everybody though.
Yeah,
That'd be
they
all right, bro. They
like
in trouble if they lose
Lam-
next game, but that'll be fine. They
Lamelo.
gonna try to win
Lamelo
next
was
game.
like moving around, like he thought that the way he was moving around was going to work in the playoffs, and I don't really think he understands how to tone it down. You can't just be throwing up stuff. You didn't play 82 games all year, and you want to still try and play that quirky way. It's not gonna work, man.
Like you said, Slim. I just think the
Slim, let
Pistons
me
are in trouble, bro. They can't
one.
find scores. They not gonna hang in this series, bro.
We'll see next game.
And it
Let me
ain't
see. Can
coming
I
from
say one
Dennis
thing, y'all, real
Jenkins.
quick?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Who does get it by y'all means? The 0-1 Sixers was not the worst #1. They made it to the finals and beat the best
Yeah, they were.
team in the finals ever. Yeah, remember that
They
Lakers
might
team
have
was
had the.
undefeated.
They might have had the worst
So you
regular
can't say they're the
season
worst.
record as a
No, they
#1.
didn't. They was #1 seed. They won 60-something
No,
games that
yeah, I
year.
agree. They weren't the worst #1
Yeah,
for
people
sure.
be disrespecting that team so much. I know I'm biased. I'm Philly, but still, that don't make sense. We had the MVP, the defensive player, the coach of the year, and the 6th man of the year. We
Yeah.
damn near swept the postseason awards and had the #1 seed and beat the only undefeated playoff team ever.
I'm sorry,
But the
Miss
Lakers would have
Sanchez.
been the #1. Would have been the only undefeated team if we didn't beat them. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Go ahead, Joe. They tripping in the chat.
I had to bring that up. My bad, Miss
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Right, yeah,
Oh,
Miss Sanchez, like, what y'all talking about?
I
You
just tune y'all
quiet,
out when y'all
Anton.
talk. I just tune y'all out when y'all talk about sports. Stay in the
I
ladies'
disagree with
Oh,
you, but I don't want to.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
we can't do it on here.
yeah, that'd be
Hey man,
fine.
start.
No,
Hey,
we can't do that on here.
start the sports show, man. We'll save it for that, man.
Yeah. But no, out of these movies, yeah, that's definitely my least favorite. I'm closer to Miss Sanchez with I don't like westerns. I don't like the old medieval stuff, like 300 and all that kind of stuff. I'm
Oh,
just not into it.
You,
Yeah. I don't like the old stuff. Yeah, give me something. I don't like saying nothing before 1970s. Like any
you don't like the
theme.
old John
Yeah, I
Wayne
don't like the
films,
old.
dog?
Yeah, the medieval stuff. Yeah, like I'd go
It's I
1970s.
think it's always easy
But
for people to jump out of their socks, on a game one.
No, I said this
yeah,
before game
y'all
one, and I
tripping.
should have said it
Yeah,
last
I'm with
week.
AD with
But you
that.
wait,
can't.
Yeah,
Anton
y'all
stuck
over
on that?
exaggerate.
No. I'm saying that it's easy to make that assessment after a game one. I make assessments after a series.
Oh no, I made this assessment when I seen the matchup.
Me
I
too.
made
I
that
think
assessment when I seen the matchup. I said that's not a good matchup for them.
I say either Charlotte or
Them
Magic. You're
nigga,
not
them,
good.
no. They would have beat the shit out of Charlotte. Detroit
I
would have
don't
beat
want.
the shit
See,
out of
this is why I
Charlotte.
didn't. This is why I didn't want to comment because I don't want to continue to.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They'd have beat the shit out of Charlotte. Like Detroit would have beat the
I'll,
shit out
I'll
of
start.
Charlotte.
I'll start a sports show. I
Orlando
think.
would have swept
Um,
Charlotte.
I think that we'll be fine. We'll probably win it
I
in
think
series.
so too. Yeah, I said 5, 6. Yeah, 6 tops they'll win it.
I'm
Yeah,
trouble,
y'all
man.
tripping.
Y'all
Yeah, I
in
just
trouble.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's
oh,
Detroit
they
might
should
win
be.
one game.
I think
You're
it's gonna be
right.
a good playoffs. All right, so we got to get to the next one. Let's get to Inside Man.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, I like this. I ain't never see it before today, but I like this movie.
Swear.
All right. Who wants to go first on that? Sanchez.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss
I
Sanchez.
like this movie. I think the plot was good. The way they set it up was. You got a problem? Oh, okay. The way they set it up.
No, I just don't want to. I don't want to eat on camera.
No, I'm talking to Slimmy. The plot was good. Just the way that they had everything moving in action. They was even had Denzel tricks, and I just love this movie. You was thinking people was getting shot up and killed, and they really was not. Like they planned this heist so good to me. I would watch this one again. I liked it.
There you go, Slim. What's wrong?
Absolutely nothing. It was a great film. It was a great film.
You didn't like her assessment?
No, I knew she was gonna jock this. She ain't no Western girl. That's all it is. But yeah, for a heist film, this had a lot of messages in it. You know what I'm saying? And this was Spike Lee catering to a certain group, and I get it. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I ain't gonna get into all that. But outside of that, man, this film is magnificent. Like this is Spike Lee's best work, and he still managed to put that dolly cam in there, and I gotta respect him for doing that. Like,
yeah, that's his signature.
Yeah, that dolly cam, I love that, man. I love that, and he put it in here, and the fact that he was able to pull that off and it didn't look too quirky, because
I thought it did, Slim. I was just about to say that. I was like, well, it ain't looking smooth on this movie as it usually does.
So the reason why he did it,
I don't like it.
The reason why he did it right there was because of all the chaos that was happening, and Denzel looked like he was trapped. So like that's why he used the dolly cam like that. That shit was perfect.
But it looked like janky. You said what's the dolly cam? The
dolly cam is when it's like so the camera. So dolly cam is like when he's walking, he's walking away from everything. He trying to get away from everybody because he's trying to think, but he's moving.
Yeah.
But he's moving, and it don't look like he's actually moving.
Yeah, I got it.
It looked like he's just standing still. So it's like he's pressing forward. Like I love that. I love Spike Lee. Like it's a very difficult. Actually, it's very difficult to execute that. Honestly,
yeah. Jungle Fever had the best one, Slimmy.
Oh yeah, with him and Wesley. With him and Wesley, like next to each other, and they like
right
after
the walk
they did that.
remember he ratted on him running his mouth to his wife. That was the best one.
that
Yeah,
was
and they had
crazy.
the slow walk joint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
crazy.
don't like it, man. But go
I
ahead.
even like how smart he was to make everybody kind of dress like the same, so you don't
that
know
was dope. Yeah,
Ooh,
that
that
Oh
was
was
yeah,
dope.
brilliant.
who was
that was
who.
Brilliant.
Like,
genius.
That was
Everything.
brilliant.
yeah,
Well,
that
Mhm.
was
they probably had. They didn't even talk about how long they had planned it out, but they planned that out for a few years. Um, Clive Owen's character was magnificent. Like he was
It was.
extremely stoic.
Mhm.
Um,
It was.
like
That's
the
Sam.
king
That's
of stoicism. The king of stoicism. Like he don't really raise his voice in too many roles. I don't think. But yeah, man, this is a magnificent
haircut
movie.
though.
You say what?
Denzel haircut though. He should have kept that hat on.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Slimmy.
I didn't even
What?
notice.
I think it was very well filmed. Like this is easily Spike Lee's best movie. But I think the thing is it's kind of showing your past. Some people find out about your past and they gonna really throw it in your face. They gonna really throw it in your face. And it don't matter how much money you got, none of that shit. If people find out who you really are, they gonna try and tear you down no matter what. And really, it ain't even really about like somebody trying to tear you down. He just did something really dastardly. You know what I'm saying? He just did something extremely dastardly. So it came back to haunt him. And nobody even wanted nothing.
Right.
Nobody even wanted. They just wanted to ruin him. That's the fucked up part. They just
Yeah,
wanted to
I
ruin him.
thought of you when I saw that part. So let me remember the what was the chick name? Remember
Oh, with the
the chick they sent in to clear everything up? Yeah, she was like, oh, he no different than most Fortune 500 startups. Like how they got like his dark past with every major corporation. Yeah, you always
yeah,
say stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah, that you think it's always like a dark past with like super wealthy.
elites. Yeah, the
Yeah,
super
the
elites. Yeah,
elite. Yeah.
I
yeah,
don't know how you think that this is. I think that Malcolm X is better as a film from the
Overall,
development, the character. I think that Malcolm X is a better Spike Lee film than Inside Man, personally.
I don't agree.
you don't think Malcolm X is better than Inside Man?
No,
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 no. We
What?
know Malcolm X's
no.
story.
Exactly.
Denzel as Malcolm X doesn't move me. He doesn't embody Malcolm X. He doesn't strike me as Malcolm X. I just see Denzel.
What?
This was one of the first
I,
films where I had to
I'm being
watch it
honest.
again. Like I had to watch this
Okay.
movie right after I watched it the first time to see what I missed. Like it was like you said, Slimmy, it was so much in the bank
Yeah,
robbery. And I'm
uh,
I'm wondering why Spike Lee never tapped back into this. Because he did an excellent job.
yeah,
This
no,
was dope.
Malcolm X. I love Malcolm X as an entity and who Malcolm X is and what he stood for. But no, Denzel doesn't. It's not like Jamie Foxx's Ray. He doesn't embody Malcolm X. None of that. His voice don't change. Like nothing. He's Denzel Washington
He
as
just looked
Malcolm
like
X.
Slimmy, did
That's
you
a good
watch
point.
Godfather of Harlem?
You say what?
Did you watch Godfather of Harlem?
Yeah. The series?
Underrated show.
Oh
Yeah,
no. The series or the
yeah.
movie?
The series.
Yeah. With Forrest Whitaker?
it was a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't a movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes, because I watched, Malcolm X and I watched Godfather of Harlem, and I'm thinking the way Denzel did Malcolm X is similar to the way the guy did in Godfather of Harlem.
Well, Forrest Whitaker did Bumpy Johnson.
No, I
Well,
forget.
no,
I
he
forget
wasn't
the
Bumpy.
actor's
What was
name.
he?
Forrest Whitaker was Bumpy.
He
Yeah,
was
Forrest
Bumpy.
Whitaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
And
bumpy.
Denzel was.
But he talking
Denzel was Bumpy
about
Driver.
whoever was Malcolm X.
I'm saying like it was similar. I think, man, when I was watching this, I'm like, what is? And you know what? I am probably. It's not a popular take. It's not a famous take that people would think, but I am not a fan of Spike Lee overall at all. Like when I
No, most people aren't.
rewatch his movies, I'm like, I get that he's a cultural icon. I don't deny that, But at the same time, it's like I don't see what people see, especially when it comes to the his signature when he has the camera in people's faces and it's like zooming away from everybody, like Slimmy was explaining.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering, like, what is this? This is not, to me, not good filming. Like, not good. I don't get it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
No, he got some joint spaces. I don't like. It's something that was super miss for me, but yeah, he's still legendary, and he got more makes than misses for me.
Hey, that
You
first
know, like
camera
Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever, one of my favorites that don't get enough credit in my opinion.
Mo City Blue.
Yeah,
Mo Better
he got
Blues.
Game. I love He Got Game. Yeah, he got a bunch of joints for me.
He got Game.
Yeah.
What?
And Ray Allen can't act. So
All right, but yeah,
No,
besides, I'm
he
talking about
got
the actual movie was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all saying. Yeah, and Ray Allen wasn't that horror. He had some bad scenes, but I don't. He the basketball player. Who you wanted
if
him
you
to
just
get?
being a movie critic, you gonna just immediately rule He Got Game out because Ray Allen can't act at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't.
Yeah, but Black Klansman was decent too. So,
Right. Yeah. I forgot about
that. I want to
that.
give him credit for that. But the point, I 100%. I know me and Slimmy ain't never gonna see eye to eye, so I'm not even gonna argue with him on this one. I think that Malcolm X was absolutely an incredible movie, and I think that Denzel Washington did an incredible job of embodying the differences between Red and Malcolm X. I just think it very much is probably his best movie outside of Do the Right Thing. But I don't say that Inside Man is the best movie at all. I think it could be up there. I think you can debate it, especially if you like robberies and going back and look at all of the symbolism and how things unraveled and how he hold himself in there for a long time or whatever. And
Yeah,
then
week. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's. Yeah. I think it was a very, very. I love Inside Man. I think it's a great movie. I like the character that they made Denzel. He wasn't like this polished detective and negotiator.
He was broke. Yep.
Yeah.
He was regular.
Yeah, and so that was a part. A lot of people miss a lot of the early signs of the character development from the woman that he was talking to her having her family member and him still talking to him and him getting married early. Like all of that dialogue early in the movie, set the precedent for who you expected for Denzel Washington to be. He was already on investigation. He was a second man up. The commanders didn't respect him. All of those, even to the way that he dressed with the bow tie sometimes. He dressed unorthodox. He wasn't a normal looking detective. And so, I think that they did a really good job. And I'm not mad at Slimmy for saying that this is Spike Lee's best film. So I wouldn't argue with him because I think it's really more of a preference. Because even if you think about Malcolm X versus Inside Man, it's two completely different movies. Mm-hmm. Completely different movies. So it's even hard it's a matter of preference. It's hard to kind of compare them side by side. So you can't really do that. I don't think that any documentary or any biography could have embodied Malcolm X as well as Denzel Washington did when it came to him being in Malcolm X. But we're not talking about Malcolm X today. I think that Inside Man was a really good movie. I liked Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster did an incredible job.
Yeah, she bodied her.
They did a really, back then, I will say that they did a much better job casting than they do today. I think they did a lot better job of casting people in certain roles, characters. Even the guy that was the head of the bank. My man that was Denzel Washington's partner. I forgot what his name.
Good. He's a real good actor, bro.
Try to say his name.
He's a really good actor, bro.
What's his name? Because he from overseas. Chudo.
I didn't know.
I couldn't. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say his name, but he did a great job. This was one of the best bank robbery films to me, like of all time. We just talking about one of the best bank robbery all time.
It reminded me of the show Money Heist.
No, I don't think it compares to Heat. I don't
I
think
said one of. It's in my top 5 for sure. It's not better than
I can't think of any bank robbery movies. I mean, it's hard to just come up with it off the top of your head.
The Town. I mean, I think The Town's in
The
everybody's
Town is
top
up
5.
there. Heat is
Yeah,
up.
Town was dope.
Inside Man is not close to either one of those.
Man, it's in mine. It was good. It was good to me, and I think nobody could have done that role like Clive did. I think in that opening scene when he said, "Look, I'm not gonna say things twice. I'm finna tell you my name." It made you from that opening scene made you like lock in. You can't be on like.
I like this movie because it kept you trying to understand and guess why they were doing some of the stuff that they was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so confident. None of them had lawyers.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. And when they was getting asked questions, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's true. The whole time he was so sure he was gonna get away with it. You know, like usually they like as time go on in the movies, they like the villains start getting cold. They start panicking and think. You know, they like when they plan starting to unravel. But yeah, he was the whole time. He was like, "Yo, the only way you gonna get out of here is this, this, and this. And why don't we make a deal? This." And he like, "No, I'm gonna walk out of here when I want to. You gonna see me walk out of here." And for that to actually happen, that was just a great way to end it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
It reminded me of the show.
It's a really good movie. I mean,
Yeah, that was good.
Really
He's one of my favorite villains.
You don't really get any misses with Denzel Washington. Like that's why he's always like I wouldn't even put this in the same level as far as a bank robbery movie as Dead Presidents.
You say you like Dead Presidents more?
Absolutely.
100%. These robbers was way better, Anton. Way better. Yeah, these robbers, like the execution and the plan. Yeah, their president's plan was trash. It fell apart. Yeah.
I don't care about whether they were successful robbing the bank or not. I'm talking about if
it was more realistic.
Was as good as it is the movie as good.
Just the movie. Okay.
Not?
Methodical.
I'm saying that,
I don't think so. 5-0 took this over the top for me.
Bro, Dead Presidents, absolutely. If I'm going to if I got to pick a movie and say, hey, am I going to watch Dead Presidents again, or if I'm going to watch Inside Man? If I got to be stuck a month watching the same movie over and over, I'm watching Dead Presidents all day long.
There was different parts of the story, and like that's why it was a better movie, because you see it was different aspects of the movie. It was different lives they carried. This was completely just the bank robbery from start to finish.
Start to finish.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't even like. I mean, this is not better than Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah,
it's not better than.
I think you're proving his point. I think you're proving his point.
Top 5 for me though.
No, I just was talking about the actual robbery. I thought Anton was just talking about as soon as he said movie versus robbery, I agree. Yeah, I agree with him. But I'm just saying the actual robbery, these robbers was 10 times better.
And somebody just said it in the chat. The robbery falling apart is what made Dead Presidents really what it was.
But it's still a robbery movie, so it doesn't.
Yeah, you're right. I was just saying, just the plan and just the crew versus crew. The Inside Man crew was head and shoulders
How
above.
Was Dead Presidents not a robbery movie? That was the biggest part of the movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a robbery movie.
Sure. Bank heist.
The cover, look at the cover, is the robbery.
You're talking to somebody.
It's literally called Dead Presidents.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how they don't.
It's about
called Dead Presidents.
Like what else? What else would it be considered? It's not a war movie. He came home from the war.
Yeah.
It's a robbery movie indefinitely. Like it just has this intricate character development. So it's like it really goes into character development, and I can't think of how long Dead Presidents is, but
it's long. It's
short.
It's
2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
I like.
The Italian Job was good.
Ocean's 11 is incredible.
Ocean's 11 is nah.
Yes, it is.
Robbery, though?
Yes,
it ain't this though.
Yes, it is.
No, Ocean's 11 is elite for sure.
100% it is.
Bank robbery.
Ocean's 11 is better than this.
Are you
absolutely not?
Are you saying this was better than Ocean's 11?
Absolutely.
You smoking crack.
Absolutely.
You smoke crack.
Absolutely.
ABJ
Ocean's
said set it
11.
off.
Ocean's
Set it off.
11.
Set it off is
Ocean's
trash.
11 is overrated, and I like Ocean's
Trash
11, but
planning.
it's
Another
overrated.
trash
It's not
planning.
overrated.
I just watched Ocean's Friday
everything
night.
goes perfectly. No fucking way. No way. It's
Ocean's
so
11 is not. I can't believe he's doing this. Had one of the best casts ever.
Ever.
Cast,
You're right.
cast
You're
don't
right,
have nothing to do with filming.
Yes, it does because every
it does. It does.
No, it doesn't.
Because every person
You can have a great cast and
because
and
every
execute it
person,
horribly.
even though
Yeah, I'm
you
with
had
Slimmy.
no. Listen. It's different when you assemble a cast, but it's what makes it great is that every single person actually embodies whatever role that they're playing. Bernie Mac was incredible in that. Brad Pitt was incredible in that. George Clooney was incredible in that. Don Cheadle was incredible in that. Every last one of them played an incredible role in that film. It's no way you're gonna sit here and tell me that Ocean's 11 was overrated. No fucking way.
And that's part of the reason why I didn't like this movie, because a lot of times when you have so many big names in the same movie, it's like people struggle to try to outshine each other or whatever it is. Whatever it is. So
it was nowhere
like
near the level.
Movie.
It was nowhere near the level of like A-list casters in Inside Man than it was.
Tudor wasn't. Nobody even know who Tudor was when.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody knew Denzel was the big dog in Inside Man.
What are you talking about, Spaces?
We got Jodie Foster. We got Willem Dafoe.
Bro.
Chadwell
They weren't
Ejiofor.
A-list. They weren't A-list.
No, Willem Dafoe is. Yeah, but it's not that they weren't clashing on screen at all. What are we talking about?
No. I'm not. I wouldn't take anything away from Inside Man.
I'm trying to figure out what Spaces is saying right now, because he said when this cast.
Okay.
Everyone
in Inside Man.
Everyone in Inside Man, like they fit their role perfectly.
100%.
There was no clashing on scene. Like it wasn't
even
like,
my man that was the commander. I forgot what his name is. He played in Spider-Man.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe. Hold on, wait. I will say the character development in Inside Man is 10 times better than Ocean's 11. Because
it wasn't supposed to be no character development in Ocean's 11. It was all about the robbery.
Yeah, it's all about.
Well, no, it has to be character development because they have specific skill sets, and that's why they're there. So you got to show them a little bit, and that's exactly what we was talking about in the Magnificent Seven, and that's where I think Ocean's 11 they just kind of like rush you through, and they don't do a good job in Ocean's 11 to me personally.
But see, Slimmy, you know what? You know how I know that that's cap, bro, because they do the same fucking thing as far as the pace of the movie and the character development as they did in Snatch. Snatch was not a whole lot of character development, but they kind of. It was more about the action. It was more about the action of the movie than it was about the character development of the people. It absolutely was. And so Slimmy has a different standard because he likes Snatch a lot.
No, Snatch is nothing like Ocean's 11.
It's not about it being like it. It's about the pace of the movie and whether or not the characters were really developed like that. Jason Statham didn't really have no character development in that movie. A lot of those people didn't. He didn't. He absolutely didn't.
From the start of that movie, he shows himself as a boxing promoter who's pretty much a bitch.
I understand
He's
that, but they didn't really develop his character any more than that. The majority of Snatch, I understand why Miss Sanchez didn't like Snatch, because the majority of it was a bunch of people talking foreign accents, and just like the black guys, right? They was this bunch of buffoons. They was stupid. They didn't know anything. And they watch my man kill him and take the briefcase and all of that shit. It was just it was a lot more scenes that were jumbled together, but it had no real cohesive aspect of the movie in the same way that I'm telling you, Slimmy. All right.
No.
We just gonna fundamentally disagree.
Well, this is the difference between Snatch. All those scenes come together cohesively because they actually do, because everything ties in. All of it ties in together, and that's what makes it a phenomenal film. Snatch, all these different scenes add up to everything that happens. It's a culmination of different scenes that add up to the actual conflict. That's why Snatch is phenomenal. Snatch is phenomenal, but Ocean's 11 isn't. I didn't say Ocean's 11 isn't phenomenal. I said,
it's overrated.
It's not overrated.
It's not overrated.
Worse than Inside Man.
Overrated.
I didn't say it was worse. Y'all gotta watch the words y'all use.
It's not overrated.
I didn't say it was worse.
Not,
I didn't say I never used any of those. The words that I said, it's overrated in comparison to Inside Man to me, because you got all these names in there, and that's what people are looking at. I'm looking at what actually took place in the actual film, and what took place in the actual film, and how it came together, and how all the characters were developed.
What took place in the actual film of Ocean's 11 overshadowed the actual actors themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody says, nobody says, man, we got to watch this movie for Brad Pitt, or we got to watch this movie for George.
That's why
Clooney,
people
watch
watch
this movie for this. Nobody says because they did a phenomenal job acting, and the actual movie itself and what they did in the movie was more relevant than the individual actors themselves. That's how you know that it was a great movie.
No, because if those actors weren't in it, nobody would watch it. Nobody would say that. Nobody would say that.
Big disagree.
It was a casino heist, bro. Everybody's into that. Everybody want to break the casino, bro. I liked it. Even I think what you just said is false, Slimmy. If you switch the actors,
if you take those names out, nobody will watch it. Nobody will watch it, and I don't think
people
will say it was that great.
You can say that for almost any movie. If you take the name out of if you take Denzel out of Inside Man, ain't nobody watching that. If you take Denzel out of Malcolm X, probably nobody is going to watch it. It's not going to get the same level of visibility. If you take Denzel out of Training Day,
it's not true.
No, we're going to get there. You take Denzel out of Training Day, there is no Training Day, bro. That's just the honest truth.
That's cool.
Most of these movies, even the most significant bank robbery movies, whether you want to talk about the town, whether you talk about Dead Presidents, any of them, you take the actors out of it, nobody is watching those movies.
Yeah, we can't do the F show. Come on.
Especially at the time that they were developed, because at that time, star power was more impactful and significant than the actual concept of the movies themselves. You take any Leonardo DiCaprio movie that was big, and you take him out of it, it's not the same movie.
What's Titanic without Leonardo DiCaprio?
It's not the same movie, bro.
Yeah, because it's something.
No. You could put anybody. You could put Johnny Depp in there. You could put anybody in Titanic. You could put anybody.
No,
in
you
there.
can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just put a young-looking dude.
Hey, Slimmy, let me ask you a question.
I do not agree with y'all. I do not agree with y'all.
Let me ask you a question. If they take Johnny Depp out of Pirates of the Caribbean, is it Pirates of the Caribbean?
Johnny Depp is one of a kind.
I
don't know how you're gonna find another quirky dude to be Jack Sparrow. I don't know who else could play Jack Sparrow.
You're wrong, Slimmy.
No, that's
the only movies that
rare thing.
Only movies that this.
That's a rare role.
The only movies that you can pull this off on is movies that already have a franchise based off of something else that has nothing to do with a new concept. If it's developed from a book, or if it's a comic book character or something like that, you can pull
historical event. The Titanic was a historical event.
And unless you do something like that,
that's my point.
If it's a brand, but what I'm saying, Slimmy, is that it's just applicable for all movies. Yes, it is, bro. If it's a brand new concept from scratch, and you say, I put it in the theaters and let's see if it's do good, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to hit, bro. That's just a fact.
Yeah, that's right, Slim.
9 times out of 10, it's not going to hit.
Slim, in most cases,
wait. If that's the case, I would only agree with you if Back to the Future was trash. Back to the Future is an iconic film. 3 iconic films, and the second one is legendary. And
when did Back to the Future come out?
That was in the 80s and the early 90s.
85,
right.
No.
And wait. What other movies was he in at that same time?
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf was a monster movie.
Teen Wolf after that, because he established himself in. It's a whole new concept, a new movie with a new actor. Nobody knew who Michael J. Fox was like that.
Slimmy,
Hey,
Slimmy,
They took a chance. That's what
Hey,
I'm
let-
saying. Like,
Slimmy,
that's not
let's
true
assume
for everything.
let's assume that you're right for the sake of conversation, right? Two things. Number one, name me a movie that is like in the 90s and above. That's A.
Oh, he was on Family Ties.
Correct. And number two, if that's the case, then why did they have bankable stars that they knew that they would include in films that they knew was going to take off?
Can I say this real
Name
quick?
a movie.
Look,
What? Anton? Yeah.
If that made sense, they wouldn't spend so much money on the actor themselves, and they would just get a new actor to fill in whatever role if they knew that the movie was going to be that good.
One franchise that
Anton,
did
what-
that and messed up. Do y'all remember Dave? What was it? Almighty, Dave Almighty, or Evan Almighty? What was the first one?
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce
Almighty.
Almighty.
It had who was that? Jim.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
And then
Freeman
they switched it up like in 2 years and tried to put
Evan Almighty didn't do
version.
as good.
No,
Yeah,
the
didn't do as
second one
good.
was terrible. They tried to go away from
but
Jim Carrey.
But see that, but that's my point right there.
Exactly, I know. That's my point.
Hold on. No Jim Carrey movie is good without Jim Carrey.
It was
You
bad.
can't take The Mask. You can't take Ace Ventura. You can't take any of those movies.
Dumb and
They
Dumber.
still be good without Jim Carrey.
Liar. Yeah, you got
But you're proving what I'm saying.
No.
How am I proving what you're saying?
You're proving what I'm saying because I said there are certain roles where only certain people could do it. I'm talking about these things where you could get these big old casts. If you don't have that cast in it, nobody's gonna watch it. You're proving what I'm saying.
Y'all both
But
right.
we
Y'all
talking
You
about
put these big,
talking past each other, bro.
if you're talking about multiple stars being in a movie, nobody's gonna go see Ocean's 11 without those stars. It's not that great. It's not that great of a written film.
But they did,
This is
Slimmy.
Inside Man.
You making my
Inside
point
Man is a
different than what
well-written
it
film.
was.
This is well written.
Wait a minute. People wouldn't see Inside Man because it was Denzel Washington in it. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
And Clive Owen. Like, come on, man. Let's be for real.
Facts.
And Jodie Foster. It got a goddamn all-star cast. It's not like Inside Man is just one man and it's just it. He got a lineup of motherfuckers in there that's good as hell. Even his partner. So that's not the point that I was making. What point that I was making is that despite the all-star cast, the movie is so good to where the all-star cast is not really, they aren't the main character. The movie itself, the heist itself, complications of the heist itself was the main character.
Right.
That's the main character of Ocean's 11.
Y'all both right.
No. Ocean's 11 don't make it without the cast. You can't
bro.
sell that.
No,
you can't sell that
Anton.
without the cast.
You can't sell
Let me say
without Denzel. You can't sell
Inside
Man without Jodie Foster, Denzel, Clive Owen, and none of them.
You take the
No,
top.
listen, y'all. Let me
You could put
saying.
anybody in there. You could put anybody in there. It's still going to be a
can't.
well-written
Anton, yo.
film. This is well-written.
No,
This is
Slimmy.
the difference.
Slimmy.
Ocean's 11
Listen.
only survives because of the cast. That's it.
Inside
Listen.
Man only survives because of the cast.
No.
It does.
Well-written film.
Anton, look.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
y'all.
Yeah, I agree.
Slimmy saying some movies is so good that you don't need the all-star cast, and Anton saying that Ocean's 11 was that good only because of the cast.
How can you say Inside Man with that all-star fucking cast? How can you say Inside Man is as good without the all-star cast?
Because you just said the heist in the movie was so good.
No.
So you could have threw anybody in there. You constantly making Slimmy point with that.
It set it off the same without Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett in them.
Nobody cares.
No.
That movie wasn't as
Nobody
good.
cares.
Yeah, that movie wasn't as good.
Why doesn't nobody
Yeah,
care?
Slimmy saying the
Well,
movie
it's a
was so
classic,
good
bro.
that
Set it
you
off
could
as
have
a
plugged
classic.
anybody in.
Set it off as a hood classic.
But
Yeah.
what I'm
like that.
saying,
We
would
like
it
that
be
shit at that.
if it wasn't for Queen Latifah?
Wait. You could put anybody. You could make anybody look like a dyke and put them in that role.
No.
It doesn't matter who they are.
And this is
Set
my
it off
point
is
right
not
here.
good
Somebody
because
said
of
it.
certain people in
That's
there.
exactly right. Ocean's 11 was a remake and it was a hit before too. So how would nobody else see it? What? How would nobody else see it and it would make movie? It would make money. Yes, it was.
That ultimately proves my point.
My point, but here's the thing.
Ultimately proves my point.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Listen to what I've been saying.
No, listen to what I'm trying to say.
Anybody in
listen,
there?
Slimmy. Slimmy not listening. Y'all agreeing with each other just for the sake of agreeing with each other.
He not listening, dog.
Ocean 11 remake with the new cast is better than the original.
It doesn't matter.
And very rarely do you actually get a movie that is a remake that is better than the original, unless you have exceptional acting that then makes the movie what it is. We've seen a lot of movies where they throw a bunch of stars in there and that shit don't hit. And just because they got a bunch of actors in there or they got a bunch of stars in there does not mean that it's going to be a great film or that it's going to do well at the box office. The film itself has to be great. You can't just throw a bunch of actors in there. And we see that all the time, even today.
Yes, but also some scripts are so good that you don't need the star-studded cast. That's what Slimmy's saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all both right.
Are y'all throwing these movies around? What about Ocean's 8? Because that was
thank you, Miss Sanchez.
But they saying that was good too without all the stars.
The Oceans was so good that they kept making more of them.
This was all females in Ocean 8.
It was so good they kept making more of them, Slimmy. It was like 4 other movies after Ocean's 11.
So you're going to continuously prove my point. You're going to continuously prove my point.
No, I'm not.
We just talked about
proving my point.
We just talked about Coming to America too. Star-studded cast. If I've never seen a star-studded cast before in my entire life.
Horrible movie though. Script.
No script.
Horrible script.
No script.
Yeah, that's why I said y'all both
what
right.
I'm saying
y'all both
is,
making points.
it takes an incredible actor to bring a script to life, and I think that we're going to see that in the next review of Training Day. Training Day ain't Training Day unless Denzel do what Denzel do.
That's a good segue.
Agreed, bro. Anton, what was you asked something like 5 minutes ago. You were saying name one movie after the 90s or the 2000s, but I was saying what you and Slimmy was going back and forth, but I was saying what you meant.
Remember what I was saying, to be honest.
Yeah, you were saying name one movie in the 90s or 2000s, something. Yeah, I think it was like without the star-studded cast. You were saying without the star-studded cast that was a hit from Rip.
Yeah, and I said Back to the Future. But
he said 90s or 2000s.
Michael J. Fox was on Family Ties, so that don't count. I forgot about.
I would say
But then you had
40-Year-Old Virgin. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
40-Year-Old Virgin ain't the 90s though.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
That was 2000.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Yeah, that's 2000.
That got a star-studded cast and 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Who?
Yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
He was all unknown at the time.
Kevin
had one scene. Kevin was just getting started. That was 05.
That was Kevin Hart's like damn near first movie.
That was Kevin Hart's second movie, and he had one scene.
Kevin Hart, like Kevin Hart was the main attraction. He had a cameo.
Oh, somebody said
Kevin Hart.
That was Steve Carell's first. That was Steve Carell's first really big movie though.
Hold on.
He wasn't really nobody.
No, I don't think that was Steve Carell's first.
That wasn't his first movie.
No, it wasn't. That
wasn't his first big role.
Paul Rudd was in that bitch. Seth Rogen was in it.
It's all when they started. Anton, you thinking of them now?
Seth Rogen, he did not just start off. Why is y'all?
2003, Seth Rogen was nobody.
No, they weren't big yet.
They was all new. Anton, it's 2005. That movie came out 2005. That's all the new cast.
That film kind of blossomed.
That sparked everybody's career.
I don't know.
That whole movie is new. Even Kevin Hart. All of them is new.
Yeah,
what's the argument now, though? I'm lost.
No, he said what movie with a new concept that didn't have stars in it was a hit. I gave him
the whole fucking movie was a star-studded film, bro.
Who? Romney Malco wasn't known yet. None of them was known yet. Who? You're not giving me nobody that's known. In 2005.
I don't know all of their names. Hold on.
Yeah, none of them is known.
I don't even know what we arguing about.
I can't believe y'all sitting here talking about 40-Year-Old Virgin and saying that. That's crazy, bro.
Guru, Anton asked name a question. Anton said what movie? I'm answering Guru. And he said what new movie in the 90s or 2000s that didn't have a star-studded cast that was a new concept? was a hit, and so I gave him one.
That's fair.
You said 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
Hey, I was not. Hey.
Hangover 2. That wasn't a star-studded cast.
Hey, what was that?
That's the point. What? It's the plot. It's the plot.
Hangover wasn't a star-studded cast?
No, that definitely was.
No.
Come on now.
Man, y'all smoking crack, bro.
What was the movie with the little white girl in the butt?
All those dudes were unknown when Hangover.
No, they was not. No, they was not.
Except for the one dude, but nobody really knew who they were. Nobody really knew.
I'm trying to think.
Let's see. Steve Carroll was in Bruce Almighty. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, no,
I
Mike
thought
Epps was in.
40-year-old virgin was before Bruce.
Bruce was before 40-year-old virgin.
He was an Anchorman.
40-year-old virgin 2005. I don't know what.
Yeah. 40-year-old virgin was before
Bruce Almighty came out in 2003.
Okay.
Oh.
40-year-old virgin 05. I know for sure.
Hold on, I got
the Hangover cast is not a new.
The Anchorman with Ron Burgundy came out before that. He was in that also.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anchorman was like his first. That was his
first big one. I don't got that.
But even in that, he was like, he wasn't really known.
Oh, I got one. Super bad. I mean, Seth Rogen. Rogen, but
yeah, this all of this was the same time. This was 05, 06 era. That's when all the movies start popping off. Yeah, super bad.
Because that was the first time we seen not Seth, but the other kid.
What, Fogel?
Fogel, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other kid too. Not Seth, but the other one.
Yeah, but I say 40-year-old virgin. 40-year-old virgin, Hangover. Yeah, Hangover didn't have a superstar study cast. Who was in that? Mike Epps. I'm trying to think the most famous person in there.
You talking about Hangover?
Yeah, Hangover.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley.
And Zach.
That was my first movie. I think Bradley.
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis or whatever. The Ed Helms dude. Man, come on, man. The Ken Jeong guy, all of that shit. Get the
this was all. Yeah, this was
like goddamn Mike Tyson in the movie, bro.
That was his big break, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Mike
careers.
They had Mike Epps,
yeah, Mike Epps.
Tyson, all of them motherfuckers was in the movie, bro. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, none of that main crew was super known though.
Bro,
we
the whole movie was a fucking star-studded cast. All four of them guys was already popping before they ever even did The Hangover.
I ain't seen
all four of them was popping already.
Now The Hangover might have made them take off after that.
Yeah, that's
man, are y'all smoking? Do y'all know who Bradley Cooper is? Bradley Cooper was already popping, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Limitless.
Bradley Cooper, that's it though.
No, Limitless was after. Limitless was after Hangover.
All right.
What did he start? What was he a star in before that?
Yeah, it's cool. We got to get to the next. We got to get to the next movie.
If we talking Bradley Cooper, he was in Wedding Crashers, but not a big role.
That's my point.
Yeah, all the movies that he.
After that.
I don't know if I could do this show anymore. Bro, my blood pressure be on 10. I would imagine. I would imagine that my blood pressure on 10. Y'all crazy. Y'all are batshit crazy.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I believe Ocean's 11 is better than Inside Man for sure. Without a question.
Y'all bugging.
But we can't say
crazy.
Like if you say because of the cast, Inside Man was better versus the plot. I'm looking at plot. I'm looking at plot regardless on both ends. The plot in Ocean's 11 was better than Inside Man.
No.
Let me get to. I gotta read some of the super chats and then we're gonna get to training day, bro. How far them cabs going, Slim? Says Tell G.
As far as Donnie gonna take us. He the man.
Eric Harris says great game for Orlando. We knew they were going to be a problem.
No, we didn't.
I says, where do you be at that makes you hypersensitive for self-protection? That makes you hypersensitive for self-protection. Oh, this was the conversation that they was talking about the girls from Friday.
Kansas City is hood. I'm just gonna let y'all know. Okay.
Spacer says I too was flabbergasted by the convo from Friday.
Shut up, Spacer. goodness.
Kai says Miss Sanchez shooting first, asking questions later. See Keys in the building says Miss Sanchez looks like the lead in all of the Tubi movies.
That's fine as long as they paying.
Spacer says, I believe as a woman, you should be looking to be safe and remove yourself from the situation. She's in your face, you dip out. What if you lose?
Then I lose. But she
OTG Noble says, what's the word, panel? Brain Clarity finally says Vincent D. Onofrio played Roachbug Farmer MIB. Leonard in Full Metal Jacket. Crazy Mind Demon and J-Lo. The Cell King. Kingpin Daredevil. And Vincent Gigante. Gigante?
Gigante.
Danik says, or Dane says, Miss Sanchez needs to watch The Gang of Rose. No, don't watch that. Brain Clarity finally says, best, because the girl westerns was horrible. Great westerns with Tim Blake is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Ballad of Buster Scruggs. She definitely wouldn't like that. And Old Henry about Billy the Kid retired in hiding, or is he? Brain Clarity says American Primeval is a great brutal Western Netflix show with Taylor Kitsch about the settler Union Army natives and Mormons, 1850 war based on truth. A.R. Smitty says Malcolm X Dolly Cam was epic. Good Curiosity says you think it's magic, men think it's tragic. It's a travesty. Your Royal Majesty, I did that masterfully. Kai says that Malcolm X movie is a top 10 all time. Brain Clarity finally says if law-abiding citizen number one and antagonist intelligence, then Inside Man is definitely, man, listen, bro. No. I don't think that Inside Man and law-abiding citizen is even in the same conversations, bro.
That's a fact.
Respectfully.
What'd you say? Say that again.
I don't think that law-abiding citizen and Inside Man is in the same conversation.
Don't even gotta say that again, Anton. You right.
Law-abiding citizen was crazy.
All right, Slimmy.
Not even in the same category.
Slimmy ready to argue that.
Wait, Slimmy. You think that Inside Man measures up to law-abiding citizen?
Y'all
bugging.
Well, Slimmy, I'm just asking a general question. Do you think that Inside Man measures up to law-abiding citizen?
Absolutely.
Oh, my
absolutely.
Bro, I'm confused, Slimmy. Slimmy, you're confusing me now.
Which means that you think
no spaces. You don't even gotta say it.
Absolutely. Man, I don't think y'all really realize how good. I don't think y'all watched this. I don't think y'all watched this movie.
The way you was just shitting on it, I don't think you liked the movie.
Inside Man, shit on it.
What are you talking about?
You said Ocean's. So wait. You said Ocean's 11 is better than Inside Man, but now you're saying law-abiding citizen.
What?
I knew this nigga was overrated.
Paying attention. Wait. This nigga never knew what I was talking about.
No, he said Oceans was overrated.
I knew he didn't know what I was talking about the whole time.
Yeah,
no, he said Oceans was more overrated than Inside Man.
No. I told y'all Guru did not know what I was saying. I told y'all he was not listening.
No, you said Oceans was more overrated than Inside Man was more overrated than Oceans. But now you're saying
no, it was the other way around. He was saying Inside Man was better.
Inside Man above all three.
So you're putting Inside Man above Oceans
because Inside Man is a well-written film.
He was saying the plot is better.
But now you're saying law-abiding citizen.
The continuity of Inside Man is through the roof. Everything that took place was already designed. Like when the way they plotted everything out, they knew what he was gonna do, and the fact that he ate it all up, like.
Now you're comparing that to law-abiding citizen and laughing at it.
Law-abiding. I'll be honest. I ain't gonna even say that.
No, you have to say it.
Say it, so I can cut my computer off.
Law-abiding citizens isn't really believable. It's not believable.
I can give you that.
It's not
99% of movies aren't.
But it's a movie, so it's a good movie.
But Inside Man is believable. That can.
Are you smoking crack, Slimmy?
You think
Inside Man is believable with a nigga sleeping in the back room for a week. But law-abiding citizen. You telling me that it's not people out there that is like my man from Law-Abiding Citizen that we don't fucking know about?
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
most
he
people,
acted his ass
they're
off,
not
man.
they're not
He
gonna
killed that,
give up
bro.
their freedom. They're not gonna give up their freedom to accomplish things.
Man,
I put
This
Law
is
I
Abiding
just
crazy.
don't. I
Citizen.
don't.
This
Yeah,
is
I
top
don't. I don't. I
five
don't. I
crazy.
don't. I don't.
This is
I don't
Law-Abiding
think.
Citizen
I
was
don't
crazy.
think. I don't think people are going to get people of extreme intelligence aren't going to give up their freedom to accomplish things. I just don't buy that.
Well, when your family get killed, I think it's a little bit different of a conversation.
Yeah.
everything's out the window.
No, I
Yes,
hear you.
Slim. The only I think it was
they'll go a different way
believable.
about it.
But the only part I agree with you was wasn't believable. Remember, he had the what did he do? He beat the guard up or killed the guard or no? I think he killed his cellmate and he got into the specific cell with the door. That's the only part.
I gotta get these super chats done. Jay Forever says Ocean's 11 was an all-star heist movie. Cook Slim. Tell G what film would you not want to be in? I'll save that one. B. and Marquet says it's above Dog Day Afternoon, below Heat. Brain Clarity finally says this why the new Blade is in trouble because Wesley Snipes is Blade, and I am 100% biased or I'm 100% biased, and only Michael Keaton is the Batman. No, you off on that one. Is the Batman and Matt Damon is Jason Bourne. Brain Clarity says Schwarzenegger is a Terminator. If not, then who else? Dre says, would Django still be the same movie without the main actors? Actually, Terminator was just, in my opinion, I ain't gonna say just as good, but it was really good with my man.
What's his name being T2?
Yeah. And with my man being goddamn. What's the name of the kid?
Oh, you talking about with him being with him being himself later on?
Yeah.
Later on, without Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Yeah. With Christian Bale, the one with Christian Bale that got canceled.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Would Django still be the same movie without the main actors? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Django doesn't work without the cast because it's a slave movie. It's only like they had to bring that shit to life. Nobody want to watch that.
Yeah,
shit.
But can you replace those same roles with different?
You can't replace Jamie Foxx.
No, it doesn't work.
You can't replace Jamie Foxx.
Well, then you proving my point.
Leo cut his hand and kept acting, bro. We talked about this.
Oh no, I agree with that.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Slave of Christ, Black Hawk Down would be a movie with now well-known cast that became known. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's get into this next one.
Today's a training day, Officer Hoyt. Show you around, give you a taste of the business, you know? I supervise 5 officers. You could be number 6 if you act right.
I will do anything you want me to do.
Good.
Listen, everyone's telling you how lucky you are. Don't screw this up.
Right, jeez.
Police officer, get away from the girl!
You got mad squabbles, boy.
You let him go.
What more you want?
I want justice.
Is that not justice?
That's street justice.
What's wrong with street justice?
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
You give me 18 months, I give you a career.
Freeze up! Down on the floor!
That's what I'm talking about. The first day on the job, you hit a $3 million seizure. What's the matter? You don't want a piece of this? Huh? It can't be like this. Yeah, you want to get it done, you got to get it done yourself. You're gonna get a Medal of Valor for this. I didn't shoot him. Room full of cops said you did.
It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
This is chess, it ain't checkers. I didn't sign up for this. I think Alonzo played you for a fool, listen.
I'm the police! King Kong ain't got nothing on me!
All right. I just want to mention that Ethan Hawke saying I would do anything you want me to do was also improv. So I just want to throw that in there. But I'm gonna let y'all have it.
All I can say is just all around great movie. Like it's recently I didn't know because I watched this when I was younger. I didn't watch it really as an I don't know. I watched it a long time ago, but somebody pointed out to me, and they said it in the movie. But I didn't catch it, that all of this stuff happened in one day.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's just one day.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that when I was watching the movie. I was just so immersed in everything, all of what was going on, and how cohesive everything was. I was just like, all of this happened in one day. That is crazy.
You forgot the title of the movie while watching it.
I did. Hey, you're right. You're right. I did. Excellent movie. I don't have many things that I would say like they could have done this better, could have done that better, could have switched this person for that. It was just all around great. And then when, like we were talking last week about how so much of this, a good portion, 30 to 40% of this movie was improv by Denzel.
Yeah.
And then find out the best scene of the movie was improv.
All of that was improv. Crazy.
Anton, you told us that last week. That shit was crazy.
Incredible. That's all I can do is applause this movie.
And real quick, this was like the first movie where Denzel wasn't the good guy. So like through the movie, you starting to kind of like not like him, and it's weird because you want to like Denzel, but it's like, damn, man, Lonzo's a fucking asshole. Like that's what also made this movie so good. It was like Denzel's first time playing that bad guy role.
The Jadakiss had the song, a lyric in the song "Why." He said, "Why Denzel have to be crooked before he took it? Why Holly had to wait? Why Holly had to let a white man papa to get an Oscar? Why Denzel have to be crooked before he took it?"
That's Jadakiss' best song to this day.
That was beautiful, dog. Yep.
Miss Sanchez, I want to get your thoughts on this.
So this is a classic, and I loved it. But after hearing you guys talk last week about all the stuff that was done in the movie, it just made me look at it a little bit differently. It made me wonder. So I know he was a detective, right? But it doesn't seem like he was undercover because everybody knew he was a police officer. But somehow he got so deep to becoming a dirty cop that the shit got to his head. Like he thought he was, like he said, he thought he was King Kong. He thought he was running everything. But I loved it. I didn't know Dr. Dre was in there. That was a good look. But when Snoop part, when I'm just saying, like I didn't know he was in there. But the part had me cracking up when he was chasing Snoop in a damn wheelchair. How is he beating you in this wheelchair down the street? That part's funny. It had a lot of good actors and actresses in it. I love the storyline. And like you said, knowing now that a lot of this stuff wasn't even in the script makes it just so much better to me. Like I heard that he wasn't supposed to die at the end, but he was like, "No, I need to go. I want y'all to kill me." And I
said that last week.
Yeah, I really like this.
They should have squeezed the sequel out of it. I still stand by that. Let me disagree.
And he thought his partner that he was training was going to be a punk, but he was really not. He was really smart. And I love the scene where he tried to set him up with them Mexicans trying to say about his cousin, and they found out that wasn't true, and everybody turned on him. Like I love that part. I love how he went to the side chick house and protect. The son was like, "No, my daddy ain't good. I think that was his daddy. Was that his daddy?"
Yeah.
Went over there and protected his partner and everything like that. I mean, I love this movie. I don't know if they should have made a part 2 though. I think they should have left it where it was, because what would have happened on a part 2? He was dead.
Well,
no, I'm saying
in a part 2, in part 1, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah, that was the original plan. Yeah, Denzel forced the killing at the end.
But I just think if it would have been a part 2, we would have seen the same stuff doing. Like you can't keep making movies doing the same stuff. What was he gonna train somebody else? Were they gonna
lock Fast and Furious that?
I don't even watch. They made too many of them.
Got the same movie.
Yeah. What I will say was, no, Hoyt was not smart. No, he wasn't.
You talking about Dr. Dre? No, I'm saying
No,
that you
Hoyt.
put him in the film.
No, I'm talking about Hoyt, Officer Hoyt. He was not smart.
Why
He was
you
actually
think that?
because he wasn't smart. He was just lucky as fuck.
Yeah,
He
I
was
agree.
lucky.
I mean,
He was lucky. He didn't realize he was being set up from the start. Soon as he told him, soon as like, why would you smoke a joint?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you
Exactly.
smoke?
That part was crazy.
You on duty, like
That part was crazy. Yeah.
I wouldn't have gave a fuck about no motherfucking gun. He can't shoot you. He can't kill you. Like he can't, dude. He literally can't. Like he was not a smart dude, and that's exactly why he was in the position he really was supposed to be dead.
I think he was just
supposed to be dead.
I think he was just trying to fit in and be cool with his partner and see what he was.
Yeah.
And you
Denzel was like master manipulator though.
He was not smart. He wasn't smart.
I
period. No. He got lucky. He's supposed to be dead. First
Yeah,
off,
the Mexicans
why
were
would you
supposed
go?
to kill
Why
him.
would you follow him? Why would you follow him to a party? Why would you follow him to a party after what just took place? I'd have been like, you know what? You got it. I'm gonna take a cab. I'm gonna get an Uber. Anything he could have did. I'm not doing that. I'm not going with you to no party. Like, it was so many options that he had to not ever end up in that position that he was in, and he only got lucky because he kept somebody's picture, because he kept somebody's identification.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I think y'all missing.
He can't walk off the job, Slim. He had to stay with him. It was
No. That's not true. That's not true.
It's training day. He was being trained.
Man, listen. It don't work like that. This dude did something illegal at a scene. He could have easily just left. This is why I'm saying he's not that smart. He just got lucky.
Y'all missing it. Y'all not factoring in again the character development in the very beginning when he was talking with his girl and they was talking about having the new baby and him needing the money and wanting the position and working his whole life for it and all of that other type of stuff. That factors into his willingness to be successful at his job at all costs. And so he thought that, you combine that with the manipulation of Alonzo, and then you also put into that conversation his like dedication and fervor to trying to do whatever he can to make sure that his family was taken care of. And that is why the movie is so great, because if you go back and harken back to the character development of why he was so gung-ho about making sure that he dedicated himself, is because he had promised his girl that he was going to, see it through and be successful. And so that is why it had nothing to do with him not being smart. I think it had more to do with his dedication to his family that propelled him to do stuff that you otherwise wouldn't normally do.
If that's the case, he would have took the money.
No, he wasn't. Slimmy.
Nah, if that's the case, he would have took the money.
He wasn't crooked.
I'm not missing.
He wasn't crooked.
No. Wait.
Day one, take the money.
Slimmy, the reason why you moving the goalpost is because you go from him being smart to then him dedicated to taking the money. And it's one thing.
It's a character flaw. It's a flaw in the character development because it doesn't make sense. So you'll listen to what he says to do something illegal on your job, but you won't take the money to keep things calm.
Because the manipulation part was, this is what it takes to survive on the streets in these type of positions. You looking green. You know what I'm saying? He trusted him to develop him as a detective and as a person that was going to be in that position in the street. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? Once he started to move into a whole nother realm, it went beyond him doing whatever he could do. Then it became, I just want to get back to my family.
I mean, it's in the preview. He said he'll do whatever it takes.
It was his first day, dog.
It was a lot.
What part am I off on?
Like you said he's not
the reason
smart.
why he wouldn't kill it was the reason why he wouldn't take the rap and he wouldn't kill Alonzo's guy, right? It wasn't just it was multiple different issues. It was certain lines that he would cross, but it was another line that he wouldn't cross that he felt like he couldn't come back from. That was the difference. It's a line that he would cross in order to be a great detective, to be good in the streets, but it wasn't a line that he was going to cross to where he wasn't ever going to be able to come back from and they can pin something on him.
Yeah,
that was
compromises integrity.
Smoking is completely different than killing a nigga. Smoking is completely different than taking the money, right? So you gotta look at the two, bro. And you also gotta look at the timeline that he was then proposed that type of stuff. He had already seen too much. When he was being told to smoke and all of that, that was just them riding through the streets, just them coming from breakfast or whatever. By the time that nigga had got to the point where they was trying to pin the shooting my man on him, they had already been fighting with niggas in the alley. They didn't went through the shootout with Macy Gray and them. They had went through all of that stuff. And he had kind of started to figure out how things was going on inside of the whole thing. That was way later in the movie. He was smart because the smart part wasn't the fact that he already knew what was going on. The smart part was that he started to figure it out and make adjustments as he went along. And that's what really got him through, bro. I'm telling you.
What adjustments he made?
What do you mean what adjustments he made?
He took the money at the end.
Later on in the movie, he started to rebel against exactly what it was, because when he realized, oh, you just purely crooked, this ain't about surviving in the streets, that's when he wouldn't take the money. That's when he wouldn't take the pen. That's when he wasn't letting the peer pressure of even all of the rest of the guys that was in the room make him do whatever it is that they was trying to pin on him. He's smart. He got wise throughout the whole situation.
It went from him saying, even in the preview, he said, "I'll do whatever it takes," to Alonzo, to saying, "Oh no, I can't. I gotta draw the line here. This is too far." And that explains the whole ending of the movie. The whole ending of the movie was him rebelling against Alonzo.
If you watch the movie closely, he's watching and paying attention to every single thing that's going on. Even when he went and met with the guys, when they was giving them the green light to go and hit his old connect. Okay, Slimmy. All right.
Well, let's hear your take, Slimmy.
No, I think y'all wrong. He wasn't smart. Like, he did everything that Alonzo told him to do that was wrong. He did everything that Alonzo told him to do that was wrong. So I don't believe this, like the whole thing about, oh, he had integrity. Like, if he had integrity, he wouldn't have smoked that bud. He wouldn't have smoked that bud on the job.
He didn't know it was PC.
Wait. He's a cop on duty. So you can't tell me this on your first day on the job, a cop on duty gonna smoke some weed. That's what I'm saying. Wait. Hold on. Let me land. Y'all continuity, the continuity of the integrity is off. It doesn't make sense. So
Slimmy, you moving the goalpost. First you said
This is why I started. He's not smart. You can't tell me what my point is.
I heard you.
Smart.
You said your point was your original point. Now you're talking about his integrity. You making two different points.
No, I'm not making two different points.
I said that it was a line that he wouldn't cross. I didn't say that he had complete integrity. I said that his motivation was his family, and he wanted to make sure that his family was taken care of, but that there were certain lines that he wouldn't cross. The integrity don't have nothing to do with it. I think that he was trying to meet the expectation of Alonzo, because Alonzo was manipulative. And so you got to throw that part into the conversation. My argument was never that he was the most upstanding gentleman ever. My argument was, I don't think we paying attention to the character development in the beginning of the film when he woke up with his girl and he got the phone call and it was his first day and he was trying to dedicate himself to make sure that his family was taken care of. That was my point, was the development, the character development part.
I think when you say he's not smart, to me, I'm not telling you what to say. I think a better word would be to say naive.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with Stacey. I'm not talking about naive. Obviously, he was green. I'm talking about he wasn't smart. The only reason he even survived, because he walked into, I also said he followed him into a party. So where was his intelligence in that? Why would you follow him to a party?
That was his boss, though, Slimmy.
Yeah, wait a minute. It's not his boss. That's not his boss.
Let him finish.
That's
his partner. That's not his boss. That's his partner. They're detectives. That's it. He's just learning the job. You don't have to follow this man into no damn party. He didn't have no signals.
It was his first day on the job.
You go, bruh. So you follow somebody into a party, you smoke weed on your first day on the job. You're not making sense. They just got it. You're literally going to keep following a man that led you into a shootout. Come on, man. This dude was not smart. He literally was supposed to be dead. Hoyt was not smart. He was lucky. That's my point. He was lucky. That's it.
He was leaning. He was leaning on Denzel's leadership. Like how?
No, he wasn't.
How did Denzel get this far? He
No,
was.
he
It was
not.
his first day. Slimmy, you got to put yourself in his shoes. The reason he smoked the blunt.
Not leaning. He was not leaning on Denzel's leadership. He literally did not take the money. He wasn't going to take the money. So you can't say that. He wasn't going to take the money. He wasn't leaning on Denzel at all. Later on, he ain't fuck with him. He ain't fuck with him. Okay, cool. But why would you follow him into a party? This is what I'm saying. He's not that smart, man. He's not that smart.
I think when it comes to that, I think it's the number one thing to consider. I think in this situation is it was his first day.
Exactly.
And in that case, he's looking at the more experienced officer that he's partnered with as his guide.
Mm-hmm.
And from the start, the more experienced officer was, and even in a situation, even in these narcotic situations where drugs are involved, in order for you to fit in, you have to make yourself look like you are not a narc. You are not a police officer.
Spaces. Thank you.
Cultural fit.
He wasn't detective.
He didn't want to be an outcast, Slimmy.
He wasn't detective. That's the first thing. He wasn't a detective.
Spaces just told you.
He wasn't a detective. Lonzo literally. Did y'all watch the movie?
He was a superior.
He was not. He was not. He was literally just partnered with him. He was partnered with him.
On your first day,
Wait. Listen. Lonzo literally told him, he was like, man, you might make detective one day. He literally told him that. So he wasn't a detective. You're not right about that. He wasn't. He wasn't a detective. And he definitely wasn't no undercover. He wasn't. Lonzo wasn't undercover. So why would an undercover cop be with someone who was just a detective?
Why would they put you with Lonzo if you weren't going to do what Lonzo does?
He wasn't
basically a manager in training. He was an MTA. He was training them. It was his first day. They put him with his superior. So he's going to do from go whatever his superior does. He don't want to, like Spaces said, he don't want to look like the lame, the narc. So he's going to follow his lead until the end, like we get to the end of the movie. He started to learn things. You can't say he wasn't smart.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't, because he wouldn't have smoked the weed. That's what I'm saying. Like.
So you just stuck on the weed part. Other than that,
I didn't say like 3 or 4 different things why he wasn't smart. He got into a shootout with this dude. He followed him into a party. Like, come on, man, that doesn't make sense.
Police don't get into fire to shootouts.
Slimmy, you wrong,
bro. But do they follow people in the parties?
Yes.
If you're trying to make yourself look like you're not a police officer, or you're down for what is already existing before you came into the equation, then yes, you will. That's what I'm saying. I don't
want to get personal. Let me shut up.
Y'all think he knew the weed was laced?
No, he didn't know.
He didn't know, right? Remember it was PCP. It wasn't even. That's why I was trying to correct Slimmy.
You remember when you smoked your first blunt? Why'd you smoke your first blunt, Slimmy?
I just think that he was trying to put him through everything possible on that first day and see if he could hang, if he was a snitch, or if he could make it. Because why would you even take him to your side chick house? You know what I'm saying? Like like he was just putting him through a lot. I feel like he handled it well. Could he have learned from that? I think he did learn from that. But I mean, Slimmy,
I just don't think he was smart. That's all. He just wasn't smart. That's
his first day, dog.
So away from him, what else did you think about the movie?
Oh, I love Training Day. What are we talking about? Like,
so we keep talking about him.
It was a great film. I just don't think he was smart. That's all I'm saying. Like y'all made more of that than I did.
Yeah.
I'll just say I don't think he was smart. He wasn't a smart dude. He was lucky as hell. Because technically he was supposed to have his brains blown out. Like, I don't even know why we was debating any of that. Like, he was supposed to die.
Let's explore that. At what point in the movie do you think that should have happened? I think it was. Yeah, I was thinking with the Mexicans.
Yeah,
he was in the tub. He was in the tub with a shotgun to his head.
Right, bro. I'm with Slimmy. I'm not as extreme as Slimmy. Like he just was this dummy, but I think y'all overrating his intelligence as well. But yeah, but I'm with Slimmy where he was lucky. Yeah, if he didn't remember, and then when he jumped out and saved the niece, that was random. That wasn't like part of nothing. Remember, he just saw it, jumped out the car and did it. If he never did that, he'd have been dead in that tub. Remember, Lonzo set it up that way. So he was more lucky than good. So I agree
are you
with Slimmy
saying
with that.
he set up the situation with the niece?
No. I'm saying Lonzo set up him to get killed with the Mexicans.
Okay, but
and remember,
okay,
the only reason they didn't kill him because they found a picture. They like, yo, why you got this picture? Remember the ID?
Lonzo said, "Don't worry about that shit."
That's what saved him. Yeah, and I don't think he was
lucky.
Yeah, I don't think he was setting all this stuff up and all this attentive stuff y'all saying. I just think he switched. He was ride or die the whole movie, and then after the niece thing, and he realized, damn, you set me up to get killed. That's when the switch hit, and it was like, all right, now I'm gonna go. Exactly. And he went to the I don't think it was. I just think y'all overrating his intelligence a little bit.
Spaces said it. He said naive. That's the word. Yeah. It's not dumb. It's not dumb. He was naive. It was his first day.
He wasn't smart.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with that. So when it comes to that with the shotgun scene, so Alonzo set him up to be killed by the Mexicans. My question to you guys, and this is a genuine question: why would Alonzo set him up?
Because he wouldn't take the money.
Yeah.
So you can hear he talking to him on the phone before Hoyt get in the car. He was like, "Y'all had a tub ready." He literally says
what? Damn, he did say that. Right.
He talking to the Mexicans on the phone. This was a clear setup. This ain't no. Yeah, that's why I asked y'all. Did y'all watch the movie? Like this dude literally on the phone with him before he tell Hoyt to get in the car. He like what's taking you so long? Come on, I'm about to get you done.
Yeah. He ain't know it was a setup until he looked out that window, Slimmy.
Yeah,
and the car was gone.
Lonzo wasn't about to do none of that. But because he punched Dr. Dre, he basically said, "I don't fuck with y'all." That's why Lonzo had to get rid of him.
Yeah.
If he could have lied and took the money and just been like, "No, fuck this. I'm gonna set this dude up later on. Like this is the money that like they all took money." But he would have had, but he had that PCP in the system.
Y'all all wrong as usual.
No, I'm 1,000% right. I'm 1,000% right. 1,000% right.
What the movie was depicting had nothing to do with just intelligence, with just being rookie-ish, with being manipulated. It also had more to do with his integrity. And if y'all really want to pay attention to what was going on, he actually went against Alonzo's advice when he jumped out the car to go and rescue the girl in the first place.
Right.
Because Alonzo was like, yo, stop wasting.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah,
but my point is that the karma from his integrity came back to pay him back when he was getting set up.
Because
that's why I said he was lucky.
Yeah.
He was lucky.
We said that.
Now you know how I feel when I was trying to.
Y'all not listening, bro. So listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Everything was a cause and a reaction, right? It's a if-then situation. If he was never supposed to get killed in the first place, but the fact that his integrity and his decisions led them to get him set up in the second place, then how is his integrity not most important in the storyline? Because that's the thing that still saved him. And you also have to take into consideration that he never would have been in that position to get killed had he not had integrity in the first place. His integrity is what got him set up. It wasn't, it wasn't that he was lucky. It was his integrity storyline is the thing that came back to save him, but he never would have had to been in that position had he took the money. His integrity is the thing that was leading him, and it showed you the contrast between Lonzo and Ethan Hawke, Hoyt. That was the contrast. It was the clash. The movie is about the clash between what's right, what's wrong. Is doing wrong in order to catch the bad guy the right thing to do. So if you're telling me, well, he wasn't that smart, he just got lucky. No, he made an informed decision to make several different decisions throughout the whole situation, knowing that he could have got killed. Even when they were sitting there, all of the partners, Remember, he stood up to Lonzo when they was about to kill him, when all of the partners and Dr. Dre was like, man, let me just smoke this nigga right now.
Yeah, in the house.
He didn't give a fuck about whether or not they thought that he was a sucker or not, or whether or not they was putting pressure on him. Once he realized who they were, he was like, fuck that. I'm not crossing that line. And this is where my integrity lies, because we're not, if you're telling me to smoke for a greater purpose so I can catch more criminals, then that's one thing. But if you're telling me to do the wrong thing just because I'm gonna enrich myself, that's a completely different conversation. And what the movie was showing you was the contrast between the two characters, how green he was and how he was still full of integrity and how he still made the right decision. And that came back around to pay him back.
Circle, yeah.
When Alonzo was telling him, don't even get out the car. Man, fuck them. What is you doing? You messing with them bums? Alonzo didn't even want to be bothered with them. He wanted to arrest the dudes. And Alonzo was like, we ain't got time for that.
Yeah, because Alonzo had a lot of nobody's disagreeing with that shit. But
you're right.
I understand the premise of the movie. We're not talking about that. The problem is he wasn't smart. He was lucky. Everything that he did was everything that the culmination of how he survived was luck. Because if they smoke him right now before they go through his pockets, he's dead.
But he had to put himself in a position.
The integrity wouldn't have mattered.
He made a decision that he was not going to cross a boundary, even though he knew it would get him killed. Yeah, he made that decision several different times, including when he didn't take the money.
No, he only did that because he ain't fuck with Lonzo like that no more.
No, he didn't do it because that's who he was.
He didn't even do it for the money. He didn't even do it for the money.
But I would agree with you, but after everything Lonzo did, after he seen Lonzo do all that shit, now he's starting to think that he's crooked. Now he sees that he's crooked once he did what he did with Roger. Because remember, he told him, that was your friend you killed. He was like, man, that nigga sold drugs to kids. No. Nah. He didn't. He only didn't take the money. No, he only didn't take the money. He only didn't take the money because he figured Lonzo was crooked, and that Lonzo, and we also remember that he got word that Lonzo had did all that shit with the Russians. He beat that. He killed that
observed it. He observed it.
Yeah. I think it was like what he did. I think his awakening moment was with the Mexicans. Yeah, it was like everything goes before that was just
that's
like,
what I'm saying. That's
like,
my point.
He didn't.
He had been put a lot of shit together, bro. That's why he didn't.
Absolutely not. No,
y'all need to rewatch the movie over again.
No, I just watched it. I don't need to rewatch it. Like when you first off, he wouldn't even got in the car with Lonzo again. He wouldn't have gotten in the car with Lonzo again if his integrity was 1,000. He wouldn't have never got in the car with him again. We seen that in movies. We seen that. Where they're just like, nah, I don't fuck with you.
Well, let me question. What part you think he should have parted ways with him? Oh, that's what I'm trying to get.
Shit, the smoking
right
part.
No, he didn't. No. Because he didn't know. He didn't even know it was PCP till later on when they was at the restaurant. He would have parted ways. He should have parted ways. He should have parted ways with him after the whole thing with Roger. Once that shit happened with Roger, he should have just been like, I'm about to slide. You know what I'm saying? He got the money. I'm gonna slide. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know
because ultimately, he didn't do nothing wrong. He never did nothing in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So
he should have never jumped in that 79 Monte Carlo, man.
That car was
Monday morning
quarterback.
That car was
clean. That was the red flag.
Everybody would have gotten that.
I would have been driving that car like, pull over, let me drive it.
Everybody would have gotten that bitch.
I would have jumped into.
Hey, Google, he not riding in the police car. He got the.
This nigga got the dope man car.
Undercover or something like that. I don't know.
This nigga got a dope man's car.
Hip hop now. So Lonzo took him to kill him. Like, what are you talking about? Lonzo took him to take him to go get killed, dog.
Yeah, he set him up to be killed.
He literally, right before he got in the car the last time with Lonzo, he's on the phone with the Mexicans, and he said, y'all got the bathtub ready. He literally said that. And so, when he got into that car that last time, that would have sealed his fate. But because he had the ID on him,
the wallet, yeah.
And this is what Anton is talking about. His integrity and this is what and I agree. That's what the film is about. My thing is, I don't think he was smart. I'm not questioning nothing else. I don't even know why I don't know how it got to become this big of a thing, but I just don't think he was that smart. That's just my opinion of Officer Hoyt. He wasn't that smart. He was lucky though. Absolutely 1,000% lucky. Because he didn't know what the fuck was going on until the Mexicans told him. He never knew nothing.
I gotta say the interaction with the Mexicans and when he started realizing about like something is off. That whole scene with the Mexicans is my favorite part of the movie. It's called action separation. It's like when there's a bunch of this. It's a movie theater term. I'm sure Slimmy knows it. You have multiple different things that point to one particular thing, and it was like you see like Alonzo pulling off, and you see him like what's going on. It looks like your buddy left you, and all that stuff. And that's when I'm sorry I can't think of his name, but Ethan Hawke's character. He's like
Officer Hoyt.
Officer Hoyt. He's like, wait, something ain't right. And you see his face when he realizes that this is a setup.
They messing with him and all that. I'm like, damn.
You ever had your shit pushed in? Oh, all that weird ass shit they started talking. Yeah. Like, yo, what the fuck going on in here?
Right.
Yeah.
I was like,
but that's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He never realized what was going on. He still thought until he told him, he really thought Roger was his friend. He really thought that was his friend. After he smoked him and took his money. He thought that was his friend after he did that. Come on, man. Like that's not he not that smart.
I want to ask you a question, Slimmy. How smart do you expect him to be with it being his first day on the job?
Right.
No.
Even Slimmy being too hard on him on that.
No, I'm not being too hard on him. No. It doesn't matter,
day.
It doesn't matter about the first day or none of that shit. Some things your intuition is gonna kick in at some point. At some point, you just gonna be like,
it was his first day, and he was trying to feed his family. He was trying to stick to it.
The thing is, his intuition kicked in to go say that girl, but it never kicked in ever to figure like Lonzo is a fucking snake. How did that never take place? How do you never think that shit after you done seen what you done seen? Like you done seen him do some dead wrong ass shit. Once you seen him do what he did to Snoop, like you should have known right then. Like, all right, everything ain't kosher with this dude. Everything ain't 100.
No, stop it, Slim.
Bro, Slimmy, how was your first day on your first job?
No. Hold on. Where did you get the thing? Why are you saying the thing with Snoop?
What do you mean? They did some over the top interrogating with him. Like that. What were they following him? Wait. Why were they following him? What was the big deal with Snoop?
Because he pulled up to the car and they was trying to do a drug deal. Clearly, he knew that he was in their life. Denzel knew that he was in their life.
He already knew who Snoop was.
Yeah, he had prior interaction.
Yeah, Lonzo already knew who he was. He told him how he knew who he was already, right? So if you see him interrogating him in this way, you make him spit up the crack. Then you ask him, all right, you want to collect the evidence? And he took money from him. He took his money.
So what does that mean? Slimmy, that's normal. Yo, I'm in the streets cop behavior. How was that any different?
Yeah, in the 90s, Slimmy, that was fair game.
That ain't new.
The 80s, 90s, that's what they did.
So y'all contradicted y'all. Where was
We're not contradicting ourselves.
Where was his
Lonzo explained to him?
This is why I'm trying to tell you. He didn't have no type of intuition to see who Lonzo really was.
That's not abnormal as far like when he did that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's normal. That's not crazy. Usually what you do, and this happens in any movie, it happens in real life, is that it happened in American Gangster. They didn't care about the smaller dealers. They would press them, squeeze them, do shit to them, all of that shit. But they was looking to get the bigger person. They was looking to get the bigger fish. So if he's squeezing Snoop because Snoop is out there selling crack, and he kept telling him, listen, and he told him after that, he said, we don't go after the little people. We do the big bus. We do the big buys. This is what I need. This is what I got. How many things I got on clearance. This is how much I got on the books. This is how many cases I got pending, whatever, so on and so forth. His whole spiel from the beginning was, We don't go after small fish. We go after the big whale. And so he was depicting Snoop as a small fish to get to a bigger whale, but that they got to do stuff. And that's one of the reasons why he was like, yo, they going to see you sweet on these streets because you look green. You're going to have to learn the streets. You're going to have to learn some Spanish. You're going to have to do this. And this is how you're going to be more effective as a detective in these streets out here in LA. And that's how he depicted it.
I just disagree, man. Hoyt won that.
What is there to disagree with? That's what he was.
This is the thing. This is the thing. Like Hoyt didn't know one way or the other if this is just regular practices or if
no
this
comparisons.
Like he had nothing to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
It's his first day, so he's like, okay, you know what? Clearly, this is what my superior to my position. This is what my superior is saying. It's a part of the practice. He's saying like
it's not abnormal. It's not abnormal to knock off somebody and do whatever you got to do and say, "Hey man, give me a name, bro." Hey man, like they don't do shit by the books. Like even if you get pulled over and you got some stuff in the car and you got somebody that's a little bit more high profile in the car with you, they want him. They don't even give a fuck about the gun. And they like, man, who pistol is this, bro? Like, if you just tell me that it's his, I'll let you go. They don't do shit cool and by the books. That's not normal. So I don't know why you saying that that's not, that he was doing something that seemed out of pocket to Hoyt at that time.
He didn't do
I'm watching the movie and I'm
Hoyt.
like, I'm watching the movie when they was dealing with Snoop, and I'm like, that's normal. It's normal.
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
LA.
I didn't look at the situation with Snoop and say, oh man, this nigga dirty. I looked at it and said, oh yeah, this is what cops do. This is what detectives do in the streets.
Yeah.
This is
LA. That was
too.
one of his more normal interactions, Slimmy. Yeah, remember you could have pointed to the legal bus at Macy Gray crib. That was more unethical than the Snoop stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm saying that was the first thing
menu.
that no, y'all didn't listen to what I said. I said that was the first thing that should have told you something ain't right with this dude.
Nope.
He had no intuition.
The only thing,
that's not
the
normal
first
to stick
thing,
a pin up somebody's throat. That's not normal.
that's not crazy.
That very much is crazy.
It's not crazy. That's normal,
you're not
bro.
supposed to do that.
He saw him swallow it, Slimmy.
Who cares?
Remember he swallowed the drugs. That's why he did it.
I didn't look at that and say, oh man, that's crazy. The first clue and the first sign that I personally got, and maybe I'm stupid like Hoyt. the first clue that I got that the nigga was dirty, watching it from the beginning, not in the new wave, right? The first time I watched it, the first time that I started to get an inkling, like, wait a minute, this nigga, he on some other shit. Not that he on some aggressive gang squad type shit, yo, kicking in heads, we gonna do what we gotta do with top dog. I got a clue with the Macy Gray situation.
Yeah, that was my
That was the first time when I first watched the film. That was the first thing that I was like, wait a minute, that nigga is different, bro.
Man, when he had that nigga smoke weed, I was like, yo,
no,
he ain't right.
No.
Bro. I said the very first time I saw Training Day, I was like, why the fuck he got him smoking weed?
I bet cops do that shit every day, dog.
All day.
They take your weed and smoke it together.
All day. And not only do they take it, where I'm from, they used to take that shit and plant it on niggas. They used to plant it on niggas.
Damn.
Oh
man.
They used to
say normal, Slimmy.
We not talking. No.
I know niggas that
real
used
life experience.
I know dudes in real life that was in the game, and they would keep a certain amount of money in the back. And the reason why they kept a certain amount of money in the back is they knew that if they get pulled over, that there was a possibility that the police would let them go because they would just take the money that they stashed in the back.
Yep.
And so the guy, when the cops would pull them over, they would say, "Hey man, who's this? Whose stuff is it?" And they would say, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." And that was key. That was the key words for, "Hey man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's back there. That ain't got nothing to do with me." I knew dudes that used to keep stuff in the back on purpose so that when the cops pulled them over, they knew to take the stash and to let them go. And that was normal. That was normal.
Okay, so
the 80s, 90s was
let's
different.
take away. Let's take it. No. Let's take away what y'all know, and I understand all that shit. Trust me, I know all about that shit. So you can't have it both ways. You can't use what you actually know, and y'all word was naive, and put that into the mind of a naive cop. Like you can't do that.
I can't.
You can't. You can't because I'm literally telling you this is the reason why I don't think he's smart. Now y'all saying all this other stuff that this is normal. No, he should have had red flags when that shit took place. You're not being consistent even within your argument.
I think it's a difference between smoking trees and pressing Snoop when he swallowed the crack, than killing the nigga. Than killing the big time dope dealer with all of the homies around and saying we gonna set this nigga up.
It's a big difference.
That's a whole.
And they in LA.
That's a whole nother thing. Than saying, "Hey man."
So is he naive or is he not?
I know cops that smoke trees, nigga.
I understand that. I get it, but we're talking about a naive cop. So is he naive or is he not?
I said he was naive.
Everybody is naive until you learn more.
So
everybody is naive until you learn more.
All in one day, you gonna learn how to not be naive anymore, and you gonna come on, man. Y'all know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
he was literally presented with new information.
Yes.
Your human instinct. He was watching. He was learning and watching. Yes.
No, he wasn't learning nothing.
He was.
Yes, he was.
He didn't learn a fucking thing because he wouldn't have gotten that. He wouldn't have ended up in that bathtub about to get smoked if he learned something.
If he didn't learn a single thing, then he wouldn't have pulled the gun on Alonzo.
And more importantly,
he did
let
that.
me tell you why.
He had nothing else left.
Let me tell you why. Why the final ending
scene? He was supposed to die.
He wouldn't have took the money, Slimmy.
Let me tell you why the final ending scene was literally the epitome of his integrity, because it wasn't just about reporting him. It wasn't about going to the police. Once he got away from the Mexicans, right? He didn't go home. He didn't go and report him. He didn't do none of that shit. He went and actually confronted him.
Yeah.
That was the whole. That's why the ending was the way it was. It was because his integrity and his opinion, he didn't want Lonzo to get away. It had nothing to do with am I off?
Integrity?
Yes, he didn't even.
No, you're not
off at all.
I agree with that.
He didn't even do it for the money at the end.
No. Y'all can't paint this dude to be like this. And all these different. He not naive no more. He the superhero now. That was revenge.
No.
That wasn't no integrity.
No.
He didn't do it for revenge.
Stop. Man, he did that shit for revenge.
Two things can be true.
He did that. No, stop. He did that shit because the Mexicans set his ass up. Because he set him up with the Mexicans. He ain't give a fuck about nothing else but making sure that dude died because he tried to kill him. Stop playing. There wasn't no fucking integrity involved in that shit.
If he did it for revenge,
wait, stop! Because his integrity would have took him straight to the fucking station, and he would have made a report. That's what integrity would have did. Stop playing games.
No,
Y'all trying to paint a picture.
You missing it,
I ain't missing shit. No,
he put his life back on the line. He put his life back on the line to go back out there and confront Alonzo, bro.
That's 100% fact.
Cap, that was revenge.
He did not have revenge.
No,
he could have got revenge in so many other ways, and he put his life back on the line so that he can go out there and confront Alonzo. He went into the hood where he knew that he didn't have no kind of stripes in there per se.
Facts.
That was another risk.
We're not talking about the risk. It was revenge.
How are we not talking about the risk?
Because it was that's all the more reason why it was revenge. Because he still, even in that instant, wasn't being smart. It was no integrity. Wait. It wasn't no integrity involved in that shit. You went back to the hood. You went back to the hood, back to his house, back to where him and his wife and his kid was at, and then you beat this man up. You beat this man up, took a bag, and left him to die in the hood. Where was the integrity?
First of all, there was no guarantee that he was going to make it out of the hood. Secondly, it was no guarantee he was going to get the best Alonzo. And again, you got to look at from the very beginning, from when they met, from when he woke up, what he represented, all of that stuff, all the way up until the end. And it showed you the progression of how he continued to like the more and more he rejected Alonzo, bro.
Bro, Slimmy,
It
you're
showed
so
you the
off
whole
on this,
time.
dog.
Matter of fact,
y'all wrong.
the biggest defining moment of that whole movie, right? Because the movie could be over or it can continue on. The defining movie was when he was thinking about walking away, when he was sitting there looking at the traffic cop. That was the defining moment of the movie right there. So because if you think about it, he was weighing, you know, like integrity and what he thought was the right thing to do. It was like all of the different decisions that he had to make happened right there at that moment when he was sitting there looking at the traffic cop. And Alonzo was like, yo, you can either leave right now or you can come out here and be a wolf. And you can do some good. And that's the way he was pitching it to him. We do bad so we can do good. But once Ethan Hawke realized that it wasn't no more good in what they was doing, that's when things started turning. That's when he started to when the clock started turning in his head.
Cap. It didn't happen it didn't happen until he was at that table with the Mexicans and they told him the story about what Lonzo did.
What was he supposed
that's
to do?
why.
Let me tell you.
Wait. And this is how he knew why everything took place that day. He never knew why he did what he did with Snoop. He never knew why he did what he did with Macy Gray when they get into a shootout. He stole that money from Macy Gray. He did all this shit to end up with Dr. Dre and all them at Rogers' house.
How didn't he know, Slimmy? And he literally was right there with them when they killed his first guy.
He didn't know nothing.
They went to Slimmy. They went to the Mexicans after he had got into it with Dr. Dre, after they had set it up, after they shot the partner inside of the vest. After that, Slimmy, how didn't he know until after he got to the Mexicans when he rejected Alonzo? Then he told him, and I'm not fucking with this, and I'm not killing this dude, and I'm not about to take no fall for you. How didn't he know when it happened right there in front of his face?
Because when he got in the car, after Alonzo got off the phone with the Mexicans, when he got in the car, he said, "Man, that was your friend. That wasn't my friend." He literally still thought he was still lost.
Let me tell you. Let me chime in. Let me tell you how I know it wasn't revenge. And Anton is right about it was about his integrity. If somebody sets you up to get beat up, right? If you want revenge on that person, then you are going to set them up to get beat up.
What?
Or worse, because you
beat them up.
Revenge works.
Well, hold on. I'm follow me. If Hoyt wanted revenge on Alonzo, then he would have set Alonzo up to get beat up or killed. No, it couldn't have been revenge because he wanted to stop. He wanted to get Alonzo off of the streets because he found out that he realized that Alonzo was a crooked cop. He didn't set Alonzo up to get beat up. He didn't set Alonzo up to get killed. He went into the hood. And even more than that, when the hood found out that Hoyt was trying to go against Alonzo, the hood was behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The hood didn't even like Alonzo.
Nothing. That's irrelevant.
Real quick, though, I think that speaks
wanted to give Alonzo to the feds. He wanted to get Alonzo off the street into the police and get him in jail or whatever comes after that. He didn't want revenge. He wanted to stop Alonzo.
Slimmy said he should have made a report.
No,
question.
That's not what I said. I said
you said he should have made a report.
I said no. Stop, because you just spewing stuff that I didn't say.
Bro,
I said integrity. Integrity would have took him if he had so much. That's why I'm saying this is revenge. Integrity would have took him to the station. I don't agree with y'all. Integrity. If he was this integral, like y'all saying he is, he would have took his ass to the station and made a report. And he would have. No, he didn't do nothing like that. He went for revenge because Lonzo set him up to kill him. He was acting off emotion. He was acting off emotion, and he thought about everything that happened to him that whole day. Making him smoke weed that was really PCP.
Right.
He framed him from the start. He framed him from the start, so he really couldn't go right away to the station because he would have had drugs in his system. He already told him that. He set him up from the beginning, trying to make him kill that dude and take money. Getting into a shootout. Come on, man. All this shit. He was fed up. It wasn't no integrity involved anymore at all.
Slimmy.
There was no more integrity. He wanted revenge. He wanted to kill it. He wanted to get him. He wanted the Russians to get him. That's why he took the bag.
Why didn't Hoyt kill him then?
The part that y'all missing is when they wind up killing the guy. When they wind up killing the dope man, the big time guy.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
When they were talking, Alonzo basically laid out why nothing that he said would have mattered if he'd have went and reported him. He said, listen, it's going to be your word against all of us. All of us is decorated. All of us has been in the game for a long time. All of us had success. And you know what I'm saying? And this is why, because when we put this on you, this is going to be your first whatever, so on and so forth, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That basically set the precedent and neutralized the whole idea of the fact that he wouldn't be able to go and do anything against them. And more importantly, he had to get out of the situation. You got to remember, it wasn't like he drove his own car. It wasn't like none of that other stuff or whatever. He was finishing the day up. And I mean, of course, you also got to factor in that they had to finish the movie. So he couldn't have walked away in traffic and all of that other stuff, right? So, because the movie would have been over, right? But my point is that it was so many different factors and things that was working against them that, again, I think that the whole defining moments of the movie, and I think that this is the way that they wrote it to be, but Denzel just kind of outshined everybody. And I think Ethan Hawke didn't get I don't know if he gets the credit that he deserves for playing the Cole, you know what I'm saying? Cole Pilot in this whole film is that it just showed you. You said what?
No, I was agreeing with you. Yeah, I
don't think he get the credit that he deserved.
He still plays
that I think it just they were trying to depict the difference between somebody that was still not completely corrupted by the things that they had seen in the system and the money and all of the stuff that they had, that being in that game and being even a detective for that long in that environment versus somebody that was brand new to it and had fresh eyes into it. I think that was the difference.
Right. I agree. Question: do y'all think when remember the first time they went to the what that was called, the jungle? And remember
the hood?
Yeah, it was called
that
the jungle.
The real jungles too.
Yeah, the real jungle.
Man, let me say something, bro.
No,
I'm sorry. Let me just say this real quick, Bob Brown. I hate when niggas try to depict like, man, that was really it. Every hood is a real jungle.
No,
that's the name, Anton.
I understand that's the name. But when you hear people talk about it like, most niggas ain't surviving through it. Man, that's every fucking hood in America.
Bro.
Them niggas if you go into the red zone in Detroit, it's a strong possibility, nigga, that you might not come out. If you go over into a certain area in Philly, if you go into a certain area in Overtown,
not the
right,
same.
Or a Little 80 down in Miami, if you go into a certain hood over in fucking Cleveland, there are places that you just not walking through and walking out of.
That's not the same, Anton.
How is it not the same?
They checking you. The jungles. It's LA, first of all.
What do you think is happening?
It's LA. Gang
bro,
politics.
LA is not no more treacherous than any
LA.
other hood in Chicago.
Bro,
it's not more treacherous than any other hood in any other city, bro.
My mama from Flint. My daddy from Detroit. I know about hoods.
They try to make it seem like one hood is more dangerous than the other. They all the same.
It's not the same,
different
bro.
Culture, bro.
It's not the same.
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
No. I don't agree that hoods are any different than each other. I lived in something that, and I don't stay that far from where I used to live at. And it was one way in and one way out. And they would watch all the cars. My mom, I seen this shit with my own eyes. I agree with you, yes.
Yeah, that's what
I disagree.
This is
what I'm saying.
It's
hold
not
on,
the
hold on.
same. Have you been to the
Let me,
jungle?
hold on, wait, listen. I'm about to paint a picture for you.
Have you been to the red
I'm
zone?
about to.
Yes, 7 Mile. I know all about the red zone.
7 Mile and what?
Where you want to go? 7 Mile grass shit? 7 Mile, where you want to go?
No, that's not the red zone, bro. That's not
7
the red
Mile is
zone.
long. Now 7 Mile goes east and west.
It does, but that's not the red zone.
All right. The
I did
jungle
an LA
is really the
tour and I
red
was
zone.
fine,
You talk
yo.
about the red zone, they probably got that from the jungles.
Okay.
Well, no.
Detroit got
none of
that
this
from
shit-
the jungle in
none
LA.
of it. No, listen. None of this shit is new, bro. None of that shit is
Yeah,
new.
I think it's
Listen,
hood
my
is
mom.
hood.
Dang, bro.
Listen. My mom got a new car. She got a new car. 1994 Park Avenue or something like that. Something like that. That's it. Just tell you how old this was, how long ago this was. Nigga, these niggas come up to the car because we just got it. We just got it from the lot. We coming through the hood. These niggas coming up to the car like, hey, roll the windows down. Roll the windows down.
That's what they did in the jungles.
You
That's
missing
exactly
what he's
what
saying,
they did
bro.
to me in the jungles, bro.
I'm in Warrensville,
I don't know,
nigga.
bro.
I'm in Warrensville. This is the suburb of Cleveland.
He's saying it's the same thing. Yeah, this.
And it
what
was
I'm
young
saying.
niggas too. They was like 13, bro.
It's young
Who
niggas
you with?
everywhere. It's niggas in Chicago that's like that. It's niggas.
Kia boys.
Bro, if you went to the projects over in New York, we used to have specific project buildings that was called Marvin Gardens, nigga. That shit was some of the most treacherous shit I ever seen in my entire life.
I heard of Marvin Gardens.
Every hood, everywhere got a jungle, is what I'm saying. It's not unique. It's glorified.
It's a little different in LA, bro.
It's glorified over there.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
of the
that
movie.
everywhere. It's
Not
like that
because of the
everywhere.
movies. It's because of gang culture.
I'm not really sure what we're arguing here. It's like I think it's true. Like
I'm saying is,
the same, man.
I hate how they try to depict
all of it is dangerous.
to where these niggas is any more unique than it is over here. It's bad everywhere. And as a matter of fact, I will make the argument and say it's worse outside of places like that, because if you actually look at the statistics and a murder rate in a lot of these other places, like in Memphis, that shit is out of control. They don't fuck around nowhere.
But you would never see the jungles on that crime list because of the capital of LA.
Nigga, have you?
That's
bro,
true,
if
you might need
listen,
to.
Let me tell you something. If you say time, would you rather be dropped off over there in LA, or would you rather be dropped off over some of these places over in New Orleans or Louisiana? Nigga, take me to LA all day long.
Hell no, I'm not going.
Take me to the gang culture in LA all day long, nigga.
All right, you say that. It's easy to say that.
No. If you're asking me, would I rather be in some of these hoods in Louisiana versus LA? I'm going to LA, nigga.
I agree. I will go to. I did a tour in LA by myself.
I went to
versus where?
We're not talking about West Hollywood now.
No, I went to all the I went to all the movie film joints. That's Compton and all that. I went and took pictures in front of all of them by myself. The Friday crib. I was in a rental. You crazy? I was in a Corolla. Yeah, I went on no tour bus. I was by myself. I went on a. No, I did a little tour. I went to all the houses.
You went to Watts too?
Yeah, I went to where Ricky got shot, the alleyway. I went to Boys in the Hood. I went to Trey House. Remember they all lived on the same block. I went to all that. All that's Compton.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Them niggas
all this shit the same, bro.
It's
fucked up.
Yeah.
It is.
You don't want to be there, bro. This is the thing. You don't want to be there. That's the thing.
Right.
I agree with
you
that.
You
don't want to be there. I agree with that. Any hood you don't want to be in.
The only difference in LA is that it's prettier, nigga.
It is. It's really nice out there. I was like, yo, this the hood.
But them niggas really born into
we can make it over here.
Yeah, I went to Craig and Smokey house. That block is nice as hell. Craig and Smokey block.
I'm looking at the top 10 most dangerous cities in America right now. Oakland, California is number 7.
Yeah, Oakland is wild. Yeah.
Oakland's
more pill culture though than gang culture. LA is different from Oakland. Oakland's macking, pimping, selling dope.
That's true. That is true.
LA is straight hood. What block? What you repping? You ain't from over here?
Like I said, bro.
They not like that in Oakland.
Wait. Fruitville ain't Fruitville Station about Oakland?
But that's a
was
bus station.
Was it Oscar from Oakland? Oscar. It's about
I think
Oscar though.
so.
It's about Oscar.
Was that New York?
That's the Bay.
And that
That
was
was
that's in the Bay. That's in the
okay.
Bay.
That's in the Bay.
And
But
they
I don't
got
think
gang, and they got all that shit going on. And
it's
Oscar
not
was in
gang
a gang.
culture in the Bay, bro. It's not no gang culture in the Bay.
That's not what I'm saying. My point is that every hood got a hood that's more
That's
hood
crazy.
than every other regular hood. And
I agree with that.
Guns shoot everywhere.
All that shit negative.
Guns shoot everywhere.
It's all negative.
Niggas is not fucking around in a lot of these places. And the only difference is that they glorify it over in LA versus how it's really happening in Chicago, how it's happening in New Orleans, and every other fucking hood all across the United States.
I heard like Gary, Indiana, like small places like that.
I've been in Gary, Indiana.
Right,
and I
yeah,
went to
Gary
some
is
of their
crazy.
hoods.
Little Rock, Arkansas was horrible.
Yeah, I heard
horrible for a while.
They got a whole first 48.
They had a documentary. They had a documentary on Little Rock, Arkansas, like decades ago.
Yeah,
fucked up, bro.
Before,
they got a
all
first
these fucked
48
up places and all the gang culture in LA. They had a documentary about Little Rock, Arkansas, nigga.
And you would never think of it until you see that.
You
like, what?
Anton, they don't even call it the red zone no more. They say dead zone now, dog.
I know what it is. I know what it's called.
With the list that I'm looking at, Arkansas, what Slimmy was saying, Arkansas. I just typed in. Am I?
I think you is frozen. Yeah, you frozen.
You've been frozen for a while.
No,
you good.
No, you good now. I see you smile.
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah,
that was weird as hell.
Yeah.
Like Arkansas was number 6. Yeah, Little Rock, Arkansas was number 6. I just typed in the most dangerous cities in America.
It is per capita.
Like Flint is probably what, number 2, 3 on that list?
Bro, it said on this list that Detroit, Michigan is number 3.
Yeah, because it's per capita.
Bro, Chicago is.
Hold on.
Real quick.
Let me tell you why it's per. Let me tell you why it's like that, bro. So let's just say, for example, Chicago got a dangerous as fuck hood, right? And let's say Detroit got a dangerous as fuck hood, and New Orleans got a dangerous as hell hood, and Memphis got a dangerous as, or they got multiple different hoods that's super dangerous, right?
Right.
They also factor in the entire population of the city.
Exactly.
So that's why it's per capita. Per capita is like per 1,000 people, right? Or per 100,000 people. So if Chicago got 3 million people there, well, I'll give you an example. I'll give you another example. Let's say New York, they got 8 million people, and the majority of New York is just a bunch of people running around, whatever, so on and so forth. They got tens of thousands of cops, right? Well, New York could have a really dangerous hood. You can go into the Bronx and some of these places or whatever, and it could be super dangerous, but it's still per capita. So when you factor in that it's 8 million people in New York, it's going to seem less dangerous, but it's just as dangerous in those specific pockets, but they still factoring it in with how many people
entire
there,
population,
right? So Detroit specifically, right? Metro Detroit may have millions of people. Detroit specifically, straight population in the 2010s, for example, was around 600,000 people versus Chicago may have 3 million people and Los Angeles may have 5-6 million people or whatever. It's still going to be per capita. Either way, you don't want to go in certain hoods.
Right.
I agree with that.
That's why LA ain't that high ever.
Yeah. What's the name? Don't even be top all the time, Chicago, because it just be certain pockets.
That's what I was trying to say, bro. I typed in the most dangerous cities in America. I didn't even. It's not a biased search. Chicago isn't even on the top 10.
I mean,
that's the second, third largest city. That's why
Chicago dangerous.
Check this out.
It is, but it's certain pockets.
But Chicago has
Chicago is beautiful,
bro. Chicago has 3 million people.
Yeah,
I went to Chicago and I was just randomly exploring like some of the blackest places in Chicago. I got out because I was about to go into a sneaker store, and my man and a dude stopped me. It was like a couple different dudes, and they stopped me. They was like, "Hey, hold on, homie." And it's honest to God truth on my daughter's life. And so they thought they was about to run up on me and check me. And this was around like the Lapeef days or whatever. So I wasn't even as popular as I am now. Because I had went down there, and I had actually hung out with all of them or whatever. Shout out to Tawana.
You was in
Chill.
Slimmy, it was just a joke.
Chicago.
Hey, you can't get frame fights clipped up.
Right, bro. Chicago. Yeah, they checked what happened, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna do a Slimmy.
Chill, yo.
Hold on.
Oh,
this is the next day, actually.
They tried to check you. Yeah, we all
right. But anyway, so the dudes had kind of ran up on me. It was like, yeah, hold on. And they was like, oh, wait a minute. It's like this honest to God truth. And it was like, you Anton Daniels? And I was like, yeah. It was like, oh man, we fucked with you. They was like, man, we was about to come and run up on you, and they was kind of like, they didn't say run up on you. They was like, man, we was.
See who you was.
It was like, you got to be careful, bro, and this and that and this and that. And I said, is it really like that around here? Like, oh, you got to be careful out here, bro. Because I was about to go into the sneaker store because I guess they was doing some kind of local collab or something like that, whatever, like a New Balance collab or something like that. But yeah, bro, they was literally about to run up on me, and I'm like,
you must have been in the area that you're talking about.
He was on Old Block.
He must have been talking about like 39th and Madison or something.
I don't honestly, I don't know the streets. Like it was like a pop-up. It wasn't a like an actual store. It was like a pop-up situation.
Yeah.
It was on the south
That's
side.
true though. But yeah, what you said was right, AD. Like prime example, like when I learned this actually like in college. I thought it was just like the top murders to the lowest amount of murders was how they rated it. But no, I went to college in Springfield, Massachusetts. They had like 30 murders or something, like 32 murders. And at that year, 09, Philly had like 406 or something. But they was on the top. We was like 9, they was like 3. And I didn't understand why.
I went to
Philly
DC.
Philly got 1.6 million people
I thought
versus they got 100,000.
I thought I was about to be in like nice areas and shit because I was going to like around the HBCUs and shit. Man, it was fucked up over there.
Yeah.
Where you was at?
A block from the White House.
In DC.
Oh, in DC. Yeah.
I think it's by Howard. By Howard.
Yeah, Howard is the hood.
What kind of nonsense? Because I remember I had went over to like in Boston. I was over by like Yale and shit like that, and it was nice as fuck. And so I'm like, let me go over by, because it was, I wanted to go and visit over by the HBCUs, who's walking around or whatever. And this was like the first meetup. And I went in the streets and shit, and I was like, it's fucked up over here, bro.
I ain't letting none of my kids go to none of my kids can go to a HBCU.
Keisha said, I was by U Chicago by 63rd. Girl, you asking for it. What are you talking about?
That's O Block, ain't it?
I was saying, you asking for it. You never listened to King
I didn't know that the HBCUs over there in DC was like streets.
Yeah.
What the fuck
they should do neighborhood?
Why did you glorify that over there? Yeah.
Same thing in Atlanta. All the HBCUs is right in the hood, like the West Side, Park Atlanta,
Why
Morehouse.
Why trying to make it seem like it's so great then?
Yeah, Spelman. It's all in the hood where you don't want to live.
Man, I was walking around. I was like, "Hey, let's get up out of here." I jumped in an Uber, bro. It was messed up for real. I was like, "Dang, it's crazy."
No,
I forgot my question. What I was.
It was nice where Slimmy got lost at though.
Oh man, beautiful.
I almost.
Spaces, you was. Spaces,
I almost
confirmed.
DC.
Bro, Slimmy came back. He was out of breath. He was sweating.
He can confirm
we
the
lost.
story.
Didn't we lose your car?
See?
Yeah, we lost the house. We was riding around looking for Slimmy car for like an hour, bro.
Look, Spaces. Do you remember why I walked after we came back to the hotel? Do you remember what I went to go do?
Because you went to find your car.
Bro.
Miss Sanchez, I know you had a long day. If you need to get some rest,
I was Officer Hoyt.
Oh, hey, Miss Sanchez. Miss Sanchez, before you leave, I told you I work at a radio station. You have a fan who I work with. I did not know he knew you, but he knows you. We'll talk when we get off. He knows you though. I was surprised. How you know Miss Sanchez? He said, I saw you on stream with Miss Sanchez. How you know her?
You talking about Mike?
Oh, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, because he sent me a message and asked me if I knew you, and I didn't know your name. And I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. That's my guy, Mike. He a good guy. He a real good guy. I was like, how the hell you know Miss Sanchez? He was like, I saw y'all on stream. I'm like, damn, Miss Sanchez got fans in Atlanta.
What?
Don't
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Get me off camera, Anton.
Motion.
I was
Talking
like,
about
damn.
motion.
Hold on, she said this at the beginning of the show. These girls be jealous because they ain't got no motion. They ain't pretty. She said,
Yeah.
well, we know why you
I was
saying
not
that,
talking about me. I'm a girl's girl.
Miss Van Cleef.
I'm gonna let y'all have y'all fellas night, and I will.
All right, Miss Sanchez.
All right, Miss Sanchez.
Stay for another Denzel week.
Oh yeah.
Start watching
the Hurricane. You gotta watch the Hurricane.
I'm gonna put that on tonight because I heard it's long.
Hurricane?
You're not gonna like it.
Why? It's about a fighter, right?
This was Hurricane was her idea.
Yeah, I saw the preview.
She's not gonna like it.
Oh my God. We gonna see. All right, y'all. Good night.
Good night.
All right, later.
Miss Sanchez, I'll holler at you tomorrow.
I just had to stand up for Chicago, man, because Chicago get a lot of smoke about all the stuff that's going on, which a lot of it is warranted, but when you type in the most dangerous cities in Chicago,
that's because the what's the name though?
It's not. It's look at the look at the list. Chicago isn't even on top 10.
I gotta go there next month.
No, because we just broke it down.
Isn't even on top 10.
I got my security scoping that shit out already.
Per capita thing, yeah.
You say you
go
to
next month.
Think about this.
I gotta go there next month, and it's fucked up.
I'm glad you said that, Fa. It's per capita. Chicago has 3 million people in the city.
Yeah.
But and Detroit, look, check this out. Detroit has 650 million. And Chicago 5 times more people than Detroit, and it doesn't even make the top 10 list.
That's why
the per capita thing. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
Flint was always.
Yeah, that's why a bunch of them small towns is on there. A bunch of under a million people.
He didn't listen to the per capita conversation.
Yeah. That's why Flint always was like.
You missed something.
Yeah, you more likely gonna make that list with under 1 million people in your city. If you got 1 point something and 2 and 3 over 500,000, you're not gonna make the list. Some of them make the list, but I guarantee you, if you look at the populations of that top 10, a bunch of them is a million under.
He not paying attention. He ain't listening.
Yeah. No, y'all, my question was, did y'all think Hoyt peeped when they went into the jungle earlier in the day? Y'all think he peeped that the love was fake?
Before we even get into it, do you realize that it was days where weekends where Chicago had 60, 70 killings?
Mm-hmm.
Shooting.
Mm-hmm. Why is it still not on the top 10?
Because it's a bunch of
I explained it to you.
No.
Yeah. But if you go neighborhoods, then they will be one.
No. I'm listening to y'all.
Yeah.
Chicago
I'll give you an example.
has a population 5 times higher.
I'll give you an
Detroit,
example.
And it's on number 3.
Listen to what I'm saying. Maybe you break it down like this.
Yeah. Shout out to Flint.
Last year, Detroit had 165. They had 165 murders, which was the lowest since 1965. 2025, we had the lowest amount of murders since 1965. That's a fact.
I think we
said
did
2025.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we
look
did
it up.
too.
It's a fact.
For sure. No, yeah, it is.
In 2025, Chicago had 416.
The lowest.
What do you expect? Like,
listen.
Yeah, we had 246, Anton.
Y'all had 3 to 4 times more murders than us.
Yeah.
Y'all are more dangerous in the hoods that y'all are in.
The population is 5 times higher.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of areas that's not the
more
hood.
killing in the hoods that y'all are in. Y'all are killing more people. Let's say, for example, y'all got 10,000 people over here, and we got 10,000 people over here. 465 of y'all 10,000 got killed. 165 of our 10,000 got killed. Now the rest of the city is peaceful.
Right. Yeah, that's where you got
the places where it's dangerous. Y'all are more dangerous.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
We just got a bigger outside of
if they didn't do
part
per
that's
capita,
nice, like Anton was talking about. Our outside that's nice is bigger.
Yeah, if they didn't do per capita and they just put it up there
Yeah,
like, oh yeah,
neighborhoods.
it was
That's what I said.
it was this many murders. If they just literally went by who had the most killings, Chicago would probably always end up being number one.
Yep. And somebody said it in the chat. That's why Flint has always been like in the top 3 the last 20 years.
Because it's a small city.
It's a small city.
It's tiny.
That's why.
It's tiny.
Go by
Small violent
numbers.
city.
Then go by numbers.
No, they go per capita though. It's not just most murders to least murders. That's what I was saying.
Then you can't compare Chicago to Detroit. Then
no. This is the reason. Wait, think about this. This is why they can't go by numbers, because all these places want to save face. They don't want everywhere to be painted as criminal. They don't want to criminalize the rest of the cities, that the rest of the outskirts that are peaceful. So they have to do it by per capita. It's all politics. It's all politics.
It's a lot of suburbs in Chicago.
And so what is it? So what is?
I live in the suburbs.
Like?
I know.
So think about this. Think about this. It was if it's 1,000 murders in a whole year in one part of your city, why the rest of it? You know that would bring the that would bring the value of the city down if they used that number for everything. None of these cities will have any value because people wouldn't want to live on the outskirts because they would be considered too dangerous. And the whole city would be devalued. You would never be able to have luxurious outskirts, nice outskirts. You wouldn't have none of that because they wouldn't even be able to build. They wouldn't have started building there because it would all be considered too dangerous. That's the reason why they do it. They got to make it so where, hey, we could centralize where the crime is at. We can actually state where it's at. But the rest of these places, you good to go. So they got to green light it by saying per capita. That's why they do that.
Yeah, it makes sense though. It makes sense.
Yeah. See, look, Youngstown used to. Youngstown is
right.
very small.
It's
very small compared. Look, it's so. Man, people don't even know about Youngstown, Ohio, man.
Bro,
it's like an hour away.
Dog, I went to Youngstown, Ohio, with a group of friends from Detroit, who I was with about 10 years ago. Grimy city, boy. Man,
you gotta be careful,
bro. Dudes followed us after the club. Followed us, Slimmy. We might have to talk about camera, bro. But Youngstown get dangerous, bro.
Youngstown
for no reason, though.
But a lot of those.
Is it ever a reason?
A lot of those smaller cities. A lot of smaller cities. A lot of small cities be dangerous as fuck. I'm gonna tell you a city that ain't no joke that you probably got to be careful where you. And it's in Ohio, fucking Cincinnati. You better be fucking careful. You better be fucking careful, dog. You better be fucking careful.
So crazy. If you're looking at, you have to go city by city to look at the exact homicides, because if you try to have it to where how many homicides per city, they always go by crime rate. They never go. They go per 100,000 people. They never just actually list it. So you have to actually go on Google how many killings per city, how many killings was in this city, how many killings were in this city. Like you have to actually put it in order to get the data and source it that way.
Right.
Midwest period though. The chat bringing up a lot of Midwest cities. A lot of Midwest cities.
A bunch of them Midwest cities is the slums, bro.
For sure.
Wow. Yeah. Like I spaces, like remember, like I was saying that when I learned about the per capita thing in 2009, Philly had 406 and Springfield had 38, but Springfield still was higher because they had 38 per 100,000, which is their total population. But if you take in 1.6 that Philly got, that 406 not 38 per 100,000. You get what I'm saying? So actually so even with our 406, much higher number, it still was a smaller percentage of people per 100,000 getting killed. So it was lower on the
Actually, you know what's so crazy? Chicago is the most dangerous city in the United States of America if you go purely by how many homicides.
That's what I said.
Right. That's what you're saying. Yeah, Slimmy said that. If you just go there, you just go total number.
The only city that's close, the only city that was close to y'all, like I'm looking at
New York.
I'm looking at 2020.
Compared to what?
New York.
2024 homicides. Because y'all got 2.6, y'all had 2.6 million people estimated. Y'all had 573 murders. New York had 8.5 million people.
Yeah, they got the most.
Yeah, that's the reason why they got.
But listen. New York had 8.5 million people, and they had 377 murders. Yeah. Chicago had 2.6 million people, and they had 573 murders.
Wait, how many?
Yeah, they shouldn't have more. They got a fraction of the people. They got a fraction of the people and more murder.
That's the problem, though. We compare high population cities to low population cities in the majority of these conversations.
No, Chicago's not.
That's what we were talking about.
Spaces.
That's why you go 100,000.
Listen.
I hear what you're saying.
Y'all had a fraction of the population, and you still had more murders.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Terrible, bro.
I hear that.
5, 6.
That's the second closest city.
No, Chicago's the most dangerous, period.
It is.
The only reason they're never on the list is because they do the political thing where they separate all the other cities surrounding, and they use the population, they use the number to decrease the actual. It's kind of like to decrease.
This is fucking insane now that I'm looking at it, bro.
Anton covered this before.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
Anton, remember the story you did? Remember they was reclassifying what violent crime was and what was this, that, and the third to lower the number?
Chicago was almost at 600 murders. The next closest city was New York in the 300s. That's crazy. In 1 year.
Yeah, when you compare high population to high population, then I'm not arguing that at all.
No. In the United States, they had the most murders of any city.
No, I'm not
any
denying
city.
that.
All 50 states, any city you pick, no matter what the population, Chicago had more murders than any city in the United States of America, bro.
And Memphis is small and it's considered dangerous.
And it's not even close.
But Slimmy, like I said, a lot of small violent cities gonna be on there. They're gonna be higher on the list.
Yep, because they got the small population, so the number.
The list that I'm looking at,
that's crazy.
Is purely homicides.
Just total number.
They're not even going by per capita. They just
that's just total number.
And that's another thing too. We're talking about one specific aspect of crime. Expanded to overall dangerous crime. Dangerous crime. Dangerous crime.
But that's how you can
homicide
categorize
is death.
Dangerous crime.
But listen. There's no coming back from death.
Of course, I'm not denying that. I'm not playing this as if like Chicago is some sort of safe haven as it pertains to in opposition to what's being positioned in society. I'm saying what you can't. Oftentimes in these conversations, one, we compare the population of 3 million in Chicago to the 650 in Detroit. If we're not going to compare that, then we'll compare that.
8.5. No. Y'all had 2.6.
New York. He compared it to
I was going to go there.
New York. Even if you compared it to Detroit, we had, I think, 150. Y'all had 570.
But you're secluding that to specifically murder. I'm talking about overall dangerous crime.
That's the worst kind of crime
I'm not denying that. I'm saying I looked at a list and it said Detroit was top 3 of on being consistent. It's the words were consistently being on the list of one of the most dangerous cities in America.
However they want to define dangerous, we look at it differently in Black culture. The worst kind of danger you can be in is to lose your life. Yeah. Over the last 10 years, y'all niggas topped the list every year.
And you from Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he riding so hard.
Oh, yeah.
He in denial.
And it's like he said denial.
No, I mean seriously, bro. That's not.
At this point, I don't know what we talking about, man. I said it before. I said this shit before Anton even said that. I said I think if you go by just a solid number, I think Chicago gonna be the most dangerous city in the country. He looked it up, and it's the most dangerous.
Yeah, I knew it.
Country.
I can share the stats. Like I'll show you what I'm looking up.
It's so obvious, man. It's bad. That's how bad Chicago is. Like, it's dangerous as fuck, man. People don't want to go there, bro.
Shit, I want to go, just not to the hood.
But spaces, that's why they do the every 100,000, because you can't do like per million or because everybody don't have a million. Every city got 100,000, so you got to go off that round number. How many people get killed per this 100,000?
This is literally from Congress.gov, bro. Like,
oh, it's a wrap.
Like seriously, I'm not even like
It's a rap.
seriously. I'm serious, bro. Like I don't know. I'll pull it back up for y'all.
After that, then Google top 25 worst cities in America.
Why?
Chicago's not gonna be on the list, Spaces.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. Chicago is on the list.
Yeah, Chicago would be on 25. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, Chicago's beautiful, dog.
That's 1,000%.
I love
I
Chicago.
live here.
The food, the I don't go to the hoods, but it's so damn big.
That's the thing. Don't go to the hoods.
Yeah.
Don't go to the hoods.
Hey, I be in Lincolnshire. You know where that's at, Spaces? That's what I be.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I feel you though with that Spaces. I say the same thing with Philly. Just there's so many nice spots. Just don't go to Kensington Ave and North. You know what I mean? Just don't go to the hood.
Y'all women ain't nice in Philly, man.
New York ain't either. It's just
no East Coast period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's East Coast till you hit like Virginia.
Ah, man, that's when you run into the masculine joints.
Man, I'm talking, man. Worst women in the world, dog.
I can't argue it.
While he put it up and you cut me off whenever you're ready, Anton.
So this
right
is
here.
Richmond. I forgot about Richmond.
This is 2023 right here. The 499.
Oh, Richmond, Virginia.
I'm sorry. It's 2023, 499.
Stop it.
And this is
Richmond small.
This is 2024.
Bro, I graduated in Henrico County.
Syracuse on there.
573 is Chicago. And if you scrolling up, you see how I say the 2024 homicide rates at the top?
ATL?
Yeah, man, they reckless.
If you scroll down, the closest to it is New York City right here at 377. But they have 8 million people.
Yeah.
And if you go up, it's Chicago at 573. And it's got 2.6 million people.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
And the year before it was 479.
Nobody on that list is in the million. Well, Dallas.
Thank you. I was waiting to say that.
He's all under 100. That's why I said they're gonna be most of them gonna be a million or less.
3.8 million people, and they only had 268 murders. Right?
Yeah.
You're missing it, Spaces. The whole thing is that the majority of these big cities aren't the big cities aren't on there. It's the smaller cities that got these excessive rates.
What was number one?
Chicago is
Chicago is number one. It wasn't ranked for a city like that. Chicago, it was showing you literally the year versus year, right? 2023 through versus 2024.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was showing you.
I just thought about it. Spaces, y'all killing each other in the snow, bro. It be cold, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That ain't the time that you got to worry about it. The thing about Chicago is that the murder rate jump as soon as the weather break.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Outside.
It's the same thing.
Kicking it, getting drunk, and
bro, I
would love to see this.
The one thing about Chicago, bro,
and the heat get to them.
One thing about Chicago, they kill so much, bro. I know that even if it's a slow content day, I could just go over to the honestly, I can go to the Chicago news stations.
That's fucked up, man.
And I know motherfuckers is riders on CTAs. I know that it's gonna be at least 2 or 3 killings. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got carjacked. I know that if it's a slow news day and I want to kick off the stream outside of whatever money or politics, I can always just go to the Chicago news, and I know it's gonna be some niggas getting killed every time.
It's super cap because like you can't say that same. You can't not. No, I'm saying I'm not. Whoa. I'm not saying that it's not true.
That's how academics got big. That's true.
I'm saying that there's other cities with lesser population is what it is that y'all keep talking about that you can say the same thing.
Spaces ain't catching it, but it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think you catching it.
You keep missing it. So
I get it. Y'all. He said New York has a higher population with a lower murder rate, or specifically murder. I'm saying don't only limit it to murder. I'm talking dangerous crime. I'm talking dangerous crime.
Yeah,
Dangerous crime.
carjackings and all that. But y'all do that too. Ain't like y'all
but
just
Anton
murder.
said it.
Bro,
The
that's what
worst
y'all
things to
missing.
happen is
That's
death.
what y'all are missing. I'm all encompassing all dangerous crime. Y'all specifying murder. I'm not denying that.
Wait. Spaces. Why does it matter? These other crimes, none of that shit you lose in your life.
Thank you.
Because dangerous crime is dangerous crime.
No. Finite is finite.
Dangerous means you could potentially lose your life.
But you didn't lose it.
But you didn't. It's not a homicide. It doesn't matter.
You can live to tell the story.
If somebody pull out a strap and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," and they don't do it, and you walk away and you give them their money and you give them your money, you still live to see another day.
And I can tell you what happened.
It's technically not. It ain't as dangerous as dying. like you're done. It's over. There is no reincarnation.
Hey,
like,
Mortal Kombat. Finish.
That's it.
Finish him.
I don't understand why you want to add in things that aren't finite. Like no, it don't matter.
I'm not.
So you want to add it? You want to add in white collar crimes too?
You talking about like carjacking, assaults, and stuff like that.
Hey, you know what the funniest part about this whole conversation is? They killed almost 600 people in COVID, nigga.
Wow, we had to be inside.
Yeah.
Niggas killed people.
We talking about 23, 24. We were outside. Everybody was free in 23, 24.
They said they had the mask mandate before COVID.
No, to Space's point though,
before COVID in Chicago.
I'm looking at the violent crime stats. Both of y'all cities is on here above his though.
Again, you looking
who's above Chicago, Fa?
Wait.
Detroit and Cleveland.
Thank you. That's all.
But see, but you're doing the same thing. You're looking at per capita. You're not looking at the total number of any specific crime. When you start to actually dig into the numbers and you say, how many homicides, how many carjackings, how many this, how many that, how many shootings, how many niggas ended up in the hospital, then you can start to narrow it down.
We talk.
But you gotta go per capita. Yeah, are we arguing per capita or not per capita? Yeah, I get what you're saying, the overall number. But this is, what's this saying? Yeah, 250,000.
I'm looking at this right now, bro. It's telling me that in 2024, hold on.
What, you want violent crime or murder stuff?
No, I ain't even doing violent crime. It was 9,000. It was not, and this is a 10% decrease. In 2023, it was 10,540 robberies in Chicago.
10,000?
So now he's talking about
what?
Outside
according
of
to the council, according to the Council on Criminal Justice, there were, and then the next year in 2024 actually dropped.
What?
I'm not here. I'll show it to you.
Now he's talking about outside.
When did Trump say he was going to send the feds to Chicago? Was that 25?
Yeah.
I would love to see the stats after 24 then.
10,000?
That's crazy, bro. Shit.
So I don't know why Spaces think that they got a better outcome because we looking at different types of violent crime. It's bad.
1 in 8. Hey, 1 in 8 niggas get robbed in Chicago then. Hey, well, how many of us? 5? Yeah. Get 3 more people in the chat. One of us getting robbed in Chicago.
I gotta go to Chicago next month. I got 5 security.
Shit.
Spaces.
Nigga, I move around Chicago like the president, nigga.
Please let it go, bro.
It's all right.
Then y'all mayor trash. He deflating numbers. It might be more Spaces to keep it a bean.
I'm not.
All y'all mayors be trash.
What y'all not understanding is I'm not denying what it is that y'all saying. Brandon Johnson is absolute garbage.
Horrible.
Absolute garbage.
When I drive through Chicago, it's just like on Coming to America.